they're not just so reliant on fast break points. They're great in transition, but it's not like, hey, as long as you stop their transition and get back, you'll beat them. They got players that make plays in the half court, and I think that the confidence factor. Malik Thomas, he's never seen a shot he doesn't like, but that's what makes him dangerous too. Is he misses a few in a row, and as an opponent, you're not sitting there saying, "Oh, you know what? He can be a little streaky after he misses the first few. You're good." No, you he's going to keep coming at you, and I think that's really important. Having Carter Knox, Trevin Brazile, those guys contributing, making some plays, I thought was really key to take off some of that pressure from those two freshman guards.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I've come to a conclusion. It is unacceptable, to quote Eddie, it is unacceptable to lose to Missouri anymore at anything. I would just like to declare this today. No longer can you lose to Missouri in football. It is not okay. Like, somebody's got to stand up and say, you have to say, that is not allowed anymore.
Bo just had an epiphany now.
An epiphany, yes. It can't happen anymore.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Winter's made a comeback. If you've not been outside, winter has made a comeback. 27 degrees in Fayetteville as we get started today.
They called it.
Grab a coat.
Gobble it up.
Grab a coat.
They told us it was good.
I know.
This is just a cold snap.
It's just a snap.
Yeah,
it doesn't qualify as a return of winter.
No, it's going to warm right back up.
It's going to be cold this weekend, all weekend.
Right, but then it's going to warm right back up.
Well, there it is.
Round the horn. I was just going to say it was 27 degrees.
You got to let the people respond, Chuck.
Sorry, I forgot all about that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought it up.
We're going to be there next year.
Let's do it again.
One more time.
I'm just saying it's cold outside. It's 27 degrees. So grab a coat, grab a jacket as you head out.
What is the forecast for the weekend?
Yeah, what is
get
it?
people
It's
ready for the whole weekend?
It's going to be
in the
chilly.
40s.
It's
in the
going to be
40s.
chilly.
Yeah.
I mean,
opening day for baseball today.
Yeah, that's the only.
It's going to get up into the 50s today.
Is it?
The low 50s? Yeah.
That'll be nice.
But then you're looking at around 50 tomorrow, 44 Sunday.
Lows in the 20s.
It'll stay cold. It'll stay cold into Monday, but then it'll warm right back up into the 60s.
Hold on. If you don't mind, Bart, if you'll just cover the highs and Chuck can cover the lows.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's got his weather app out.
That's
you got
right.
yours. You give us the highs
We're
and Chuck will
dueling.
give you the lows.
Let's do it again. Yes.
Jeez.
Well, as I look at my weather app, the low finally when we get to Tuesday. High of 63, low of 51. We're kind of getting back.
Tuesday.
More,
That's my day.
More spring-like.
That's my day.
But we're going to have to gut it out until Tuesday.
Slight hibernation until Tuesday.
Yes.
If
that's
possible.
all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. The rodent was not correct. Like it does appear that we're getting an early spring. Which, by the way,
Might
again,
be fool's gold, Bart.
Again, he has a career or lifetime or all-time accuracy rating of like 33%. So don't trust.
Who's
the
more accurate, the groundhog or Jerry Palm?
Honestly, Jerry. Honestly, I think it's Jerry.
That's a horse race right now. I know.
I think it's Jerry.
Conference record doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's got a new bracket out. I saw somebody tweeting about it the other day.
Arkansas in it?
Arkansas's in it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice to be comfortably in the field.
Yeah, well, it is.
We should have them back.
Even Jerry knows.
Would it be disingenuous to have them back?
Yes.
Yeah, probably so.
Oh, it would be horrible.
There's no way.
Because he would have no idea what was going on.
And
if he has no idea what Chuck said at the end of the interview, and he has no idea that we've been, let's just call it what it is, making fun of him ever since the interview, and we brought him back, it wouldn't feel right.
No, except I know why Joe Lenardi's the man now.
No, it would be untoward. I mean, we just probably ought to stay away from that.
Yeah, probably so.
I'm gonna get Bart. This just came to me. Bart needs to have a shirt that says "fact checker."
Yeah.
Like
I assume he does.
He's staying.
I assume that's what he wears around the house.
He's staying on top of the groundhog forecast.
Yeah.
Like most people forget about it and they move on. They don't.
People need to know the truth, Bo.
Yeah, and that's what Bart.
Bart keeps receipts.
Checker. Yeah.
The receipts are kept on the other side of the room. Between
Truth
Bart
seeker.
and Edward, there's receipts everywhere.
Yeah. Truth seeker.
Can't get away from anything.
Yeah.
You really do try to get to the bottom.
Is that
of it.
Bart's like groundhog secret society nickname?
Yeah.
Truth seeker.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's destroying the enterprise from the inside.
For many, many years, and we miss him. Now for our current inner circle. Please say hello to Patrick Ossico. It's Ozone.
Ozone. What would your name be? Yeah, what would your throw a nickname? Somebody asked me this the other
I
day.
have no idea what my groundhog name would be.
Eric from
Pat Cassidy is the head huntsman.
Yeah, Eric from Mountain Home asked me the other day. In fact, he runs the Chevy store in Mountain Home, and he said, Bo, what would your wrestling name be? And what would your finishing move be? He said, that's a really important question about a man.
Well, it is an important question. What would your finishing move be?
What would your finishing move be?
Yeah.
And what would your name be?
Yeah. That's a tough one.
And then the other
right
the other defining question he had that could determine your character, like one of these personality tests could, was what do you think about Little Debbie's? And what is your favorite one?
Yeah. Those are points to ponder.
That defines a man.
You can get all the self-help books you want. You can listen to Mel Robbins. You can do all the things, but those are the questions that'll really get you somewhere when you're trying to determine, what do I think about this person?
They got a lot of time to talk. Evidently, they're at the car lot. Well, they got a lot of time to go over things.
It's not they, it's him.
All
Some
right,
people just
enough,
walk. They just
enough.
kind of wander through life with
I
thoughts
gotcha.
that nobody else is
I
really
gotcha.
having,
Well,
and then they spring them on you.
Then they share them.
And then they ask
share
you,
them. Yeah.
and you're like, I've
I've
never
been
really thought about. What do you mean you haven't thought about that? No, I've never really thought about what my wrestling name would be.
Or your finishing move.
I didn't know in midget wrestling if they had names, and that would be the only one that I'd be thinking about. I wouldn't be thinking about the whatever it is now, WWE.
Can you say that?
Again? Did you not get it?
No, can you say that?
I got it.
Can I say what?
The wrestling, the word before wrestling that you said.
As a midget, as a professional midget wrestler, can I say midget wrestling?
Okay. I'm just asking. It's a sensitive world.
Well, let's make sure we just go right there.
Let's add to that.
Let's get to,
let's add to that.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we're as sensitive as the next group.
Let's be part of that. It's 6:09. It's Friday.
Yeah, we're just
what are we
getting
doing
started.
today?
Well,
what do we got going on?
I don't know about you guys, but everywhere I've gone over the last 24 hours, it's been Darius Acuff. Not, for me, I've been thinking about the NCAA tournament coming up. I haven't had anybody bring that up. Nobody even brought up the fact they lost the game. They just bring up the fact, wow, Darius Acuff. And then, of course, it morphs into the discussion that everybody's had of, well, where does he rank? Is he the best one ever? Is he, if there's a Mount Rushmore, is he on that? Is he better than Ron Brewer? Is he better than Sidney? Is he better than Lee Mayberry? Well, I think he's better than this guy. I think that's gone on everywhere for the last 24 hours.
When he came in with Malik Thomas as those heralded freshmen, and we were talking about him, and all we had to go on was, videos off social media and what you heard about these guys. Did anybody think that he was going to be this good?
No.
I'm talking about fans, not on the staff. But I don't know if they thought he'd be this good on the staff. Coaches.
Maybe they did. Maybe they had an idea. I'm sure they knew he was really good.
Well, yeah.
But I won't say he snuck up on us, but let's be honest. I mean, we've not had players rated like this, that year after year. I mean, you go from Acuff now to the guy they're going to sign out of Washington, D.C. I mean, it's a level of player that we've not seen around here before. But no, I don't think the fan base in general, I'll admit it, I had no idea this guy was going to be as good as he is.
By the way, there's been some pretty good Arkansas basketball players.
There have
been
been some
we
great
haven't
ones.
seen around here before. I mean, there have
Not
been
in a long time.
Yeah, and there have been some really good players. Even over the last, decade or so, there's been some really good players. This is on another level. By the way, I just want to do a little recall here. I mean, it was just a few days ago that we were talking about Acuff. Bart was emailing the league office. All the things were happening about player of the week versus freshman of the week. And you said, I don't know if here's what's crazy, guys. I don't know if we've seen his best yet. And then he goes out and scores 49. Did you know? What did you know?
I just knew that was part
Speaking
of the
of
game
groundhogs,
plan. Yeah.
I mean, you had.
Well, I
That's a
knew the game
forecast.
plan was, hey, let's give Darius the ball and see if he can score 49. Let's go out and see if he can score 50 tonight.
We talked about so many things from that game yesterday on the show, but I heard something that we didn't really get deep into on another, like a national show. They were talking about him. And it was the fact that he kept Arkansas in the game with a chance to win with 2 walk-ons off the bench with 4 guys fouled out.
Yeah.
Like, that's incredible.
They were respectively playing 5-on-3.
And he was keeping them,
In terms of guys who were going to score.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes.
Well, and beyond that, even before everybody had fouled out, they were on pins and needles on defense. You're not able to really guard the way you really want to guard.
I got you.
And he kept, like, that whole game was kind of off, right? Like, the whole second half was just not the way you'd want to play. And he just kept them in the game. And as tough an environment right now as you're going to find, Florida's right there. Kentucky's a tough road game. But, I mean, that's a difficult situation you're in with a team that can score almost at any time with anybody from anywhere on the floor.
The thing that I think serves Acuff the best right now is his makeup. And, I mean, I realize that's a broad term. But some guys, I won't say they run on emotion, but emotion's a big part of their game. And when everything's right, they're all world. But they can go south on you, too. Acuff's not like that. I mean, his demeanor is almost identical. 2 minutes into the game, 2 minutes left in the game. You watch him play, it's almost, physically anyway, facially, same type demeanor. But I mean, he's the one that you always feel like gives you a chance to win. And he's the reason when the tournament starts that everybody's going to think that Arkansas is going to play for a while, or at least has a chance to.
You heard what Kendrick Perkins said.
Yeah, I did.
Analyst on ESPN, former NBA player.
He was with Stephen A. when he was saying this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Stephen A. was a little dumbfounded.
Big
I
show.
think. Yeah. He
Big
was
show.
on The Show.
First
Whatever
Take?
the name of that show is.
What is that show now?
Is it First Take or is it Stephen A. and Friends or what?
It's Brain Mush. Brain Mush.
Friends.
Stephen A. and Acquaintances.
Yeah. Brain Mush.
Big comments.
Brain rot.
Here's Kendrick Perkins on Darius Acuff.
I'm about to inform you right now. He is the best guard that John Calipari has coached. I'm not talking about NBA career, college career.
Right.
The man is averaging 22 points, shooting 50+% from the field and 40 from the three. Here go the graphic. This is all the guards, notable guards that John Calipari has coached. Look at the averages. I believe he just won 7 consecutive SEC Freshmen of the Week. On the verge of winning SEC of the year.
Player of the year.
Okay.
Let me ask before you continue. So just so you know, again, I'm not looking at stats for this particular question. I'm looking at an eye test from a skill level perspective, ball handling, passing skills, shooting ability, whatever. Give it to me from that.
He's averaging 6 assists, okay? Not only is he getting his, he's making guys around him better. And I'm really about to blow y'all mind with this one. I would actually take Darius Acuff Jr. with the #1 pick. He is Steph Marbury times 2 with a Derrick Rose mentality for his demeanor. He is a bona fide killer.
Right. Not just a killer, a bona fide killer.
You want an agent? There's your guy.
That's right. Hey, Kendrick Perkins knows what he's talking about.
He's about it.
I mean, Kendrick Perkins played in the NBA for a while. He knows the deal. And I don't necessarily disagree with him. He's pretty high on Darius Acuff, that's for sure.
Well, he has captured the attention of, basketball fans around the country and analysts. I mean, if you're in basketball, he's
the one everyone's talking about. And I mean, he has gone from being someone that, at points this season when they've talked about the top 10 picks, he's not been in that group. He's been right outside it. You think about where he was at the beginning of the season to where he is now. He's gone from being outside in a lot of people's speculation, outside the top 10 to now, is this guy going to be the number one pick? He's gotten better since he's been here, and he was great when he got here. But he's gotten better since he's been here. And that's why I said the other day, I'm still not sure we've seen the best.
Well, how good is he? Where do you put him among Razorbacks? And we need to hear from Acuff himself. We'll do that when we come back. It's 26. It's getting up to what today, Bart? You got the highs all
52.
week.
52.
Okay. So it's a little chilly out the door today, but it's not going to be too bad.
No,
but
it's sunny at 52.
If you're getting on the road now, you want to. You have the remote start in your vehicle, and you
want to use it
outside.
You want to use it.
You might want to activate that. Good morning, Friday. Dale, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Oh, my gosh. I'm finally on.
You're on.
I've been listening to you guys forever. You guys are awesome.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
With Oaklawn Sports, the action never stops and the season is never over. It's now easier than ever to wager on your favorite sports all year long. Go from football to basketball to baseball to golf. Bet on what you want, when you want, with the brand you trust. Oaklawn Sports even offers ways to bet on cricket, rugby, table tennis, and more. If it's a sport, chances are you can wager on it. Plus, it's now simpler to deposit and withdraw money from your account. Bet all year long with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand? It's driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
That's why I came here, because you could do special things. Coach Sutton did it. Coach Richardson did it. Now let's see if we can do it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
It's 6:21 on a Friday, and you got games this weekend. You got the Hogs and Missouri.
You got
a lot going on the Hill this week.
Basketball.
Cold, but
all kinds of
we
stuff.
got games and stuff. And we got
opening day for
Xavier.
baseball. Opening day for baseball. They'll be tailgating outside Baum Walker today, and I'm sure it'll be a big day.
Xavier in town.
Yeah.
The Musketeers called to ask for the series.
Trying to get games in, wanting to come south. It's what those schools up there do. They get on the phone and they solicit ball games.
They travel.
Yeah.
They travel all spring.
And I'm sure for schools like that, getting to come here, look, it's going to be a great atmosphere today, even if you're an opposing player. It's not like those Xavier players are thinking, man, I'm afraid to go to the ballpark
Biggest crowds
today.
they'll play in front of all
I'm
year.
so scared. They're not thinking that. They're looking forward to today, too.
It's huge for them.
And they'll probably play before the biggest crowds they play before all season long on opening weekend, unless they make it to Omaha. So for them, I'm sure it's exciting.
What time is first pitch today, and are there any promotional giveaways?
That's the big question.
See, that's the
3
that's the
p.m. Today is first pitch. I believe it is a jersey hoodie giveaway situation to the first 1,000 fans.
Whoa.
They're lining up
that
already.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Jersey hoodie.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a big day. Arthur's in for Mark. We
could use a hoodie up there.
Cold here. I bet it's cold there. Arthur, how we doing today, man?
I would like to say well, but I'm this is my only chance to call in, and I'm still bitter. In fact, I want to put it in a historical perspective on the level of bitterness I feel, because I felt like Arkansas was the better team, and they got jobbed out of it, and it is consequential. I mean, the ones I think of is the 77 Texas game in Fayetteville.
That was a
and
hosing.
then next, I'm telling you, that was more consequential because they would have been undefeated and playing for a national title in the Cotton Bowl. Then the next one would be Petrino's game in Gainesville against Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
And when Mallett broke the pocket and hit Childs for the touchdown, it was like, uh-oh, wrong team's in front. And then the next one I would say was probably more consequential, too, was the Perry Costello game against South Carolina.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. And then
He's got the Mount Rushmore of hose jobs.
2012, yeah, that's the Mount Rushmore of hose jobs. That's funny.
But I would, but this is about seeding. I will say that the league office finally stepped up and said, yo, that's not a goaltending. Okay, he blocked the shot.
It's out of
all
control.
Right?
Yo,
you guys have taken it too
Stop
far.
the madness.
You've taken it too far.
Is Perry Costello still umpiring games somewhere? But I hope not. And then as far as A-Cup on a historical perspective, and I mean, Moncrief was, if you look at the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, field, probably minutes played. Moncrief he takes all that. But as a freshman, I mean, you gotta say he has. Because Corliss was hurt most of his freshman season. Thurman was good. It took those other guys a few seasons to get. Well, it took them one season with Day and Mayberry, but I would say, as someone who's watched Arkansas athletics since the early '70s, the mid '70s, I would say Moncrief is really the only. But I don't think as a because I wanted to say they won a bunch of. Yeah, as a Luderock guy, Moncrief as a pro and a college player would be hard to beat. But he played 4 years, and then I'm thinking that when Bart hears President Trump speak, his head must explode.
Oh,
But I do appreciate him getting on that. I sent in a text about what Arkansas's record is against our favorite ref, and I appreciate we got some statistical facts to back up the prejudice. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm about to jump in the dentist office. I got some work I got to get done on my teeth today. So I feel better that I was able to get that off my chest.
What are you getting done today? Let's get down to the real. Is it a crown? Is it a filling? Is it just a cleaning? What do we have?
I'm getting 3 bridges done today. I've got all my crown work done a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, it's it's kind of putting the whole prisoner life behind me by getting my teeth fixed. I only lost a couple of teeth in prison. One was extracted by the dentist. The other was like an immediate extraction from blunt force trauma. So that happens. That's just a part of it. But yeah.
All right. Arthur, I got to tell you, when you talk, it's as if the show, pardon the interruption, is happening in your own mind. Like he goes one direction and then he argues back with himself, and it's fascinating. And there's a lot going on there. There is a lot. Where do you want to start?
I don't know. It's
Arthur, if he's still there. Arthur, are you still there?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the blunt force trauma, lost tooth? Like there may be a story there. I don't want to leave it if you've got it.
Well, we had a guy that ran our car, and he had decided, I like to watch sports. He likes to watch Gold Rush, whatever that mining show is. Basically, they're moving dirt from one side of the thing to the other. And I just, he was huge. He was like, I say he was about 6'4". He was a Hell's Angel out of Michigan. But, I just felt like.
I would not have made that guy mad. I'm just going to tell you.
So what happened?
So he came in there, and I had a basketball game on, and he said, turn it. I said, no. Because the white guys only had one TV. I said, no, I'm going to change it right back. And he goes, well, where do you want to go, the bathroom to your room? And at that point, it's just part of jail. You just gotta take the beatings. Once in a while, you gotta show people you're willing to fight. And I did the right thing. I got touched up pretty well. I got one really clean shot. It hurt him.
Staggered him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I stayed in my room for a couple of days so nobody got into trouble. Because like I said, I was touched up, and it was one tooth less, and so yeah. And then after that, at least I did have a reputation as being a stand-up guy. But yeah, that's just part of it. But now we're putting this behind me.
Going to the dentist.
I gotta get this. Yeah, going to the dentist. And so that's where I'm at. But like I said, I feel I'm able to move on to the Missouri game now. But I will have to say I felt like one of the more one that comes to mind. So
all right.
You guys chew on that. All right, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
The Mount Rushmore of hose jobs.
Yeah,
I like it.
That and
hey, he picked some good ones there. He did. The 77 Texas game was a hose job. The Florida game down there, Petrino's still mad about that. I'm telling you. And the other one, whatever it was, I'm sure it was a hose job too.
I'm just enamored with the fight in prison. Yeah. That's the one that was the story I maybe it's just me, but I really appreciated. Life on the Inside with Arthur.
Well, he's a stand-up guy.
Well, he's a
stand-up guy.
He showed it. You know, you want to watch sports or Gold Rush? You know, I mean, that's remember that. It's 6:31. It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We will hear from Acuff when we come back.
You speak like you're the only smart man breathing.
I take that as a compliment, I think.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today.
Chuck has thoughts. I want to have some coffee and let you guys roll for a while. This is going to be good.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
One of my things right now, why am I still going? I can't leave this profession like it is and then walk away because my son's in this profession. There are young coaches in this profession. And so I'm looking at this saying, we got to be part of this solution before we walk away from this. And that's part of my purpose now. Why is he speaking out about this? I want the kids to make money. I always have. I've been one of those coaches that said they should have a right to their name, image, and likeness. It's theirs. They should be able to sell it. Because we wouldn't respond that way, because of the arrogance, because of the way where you're worried about the organization instead of the kids, we're where we are right now. Now, free agency, NIL, tampering, offering, all this stuff, instead of you come with me because I can make a difference in your life. We can work together. I'm not telling you I have a magic wand, but what I'm telling you is these kids, look what they've done, where they've gone. And they were sitting where you were. So we have a history of doing it, but I can't do it for you. But I've always been about the kids getting money. I've been that way. But now where we are, no guardrails, no rules. They'll make rules to certain people now. We'll go back to, things. They're paying a quarterback $6-7 million. How? I mean, I don't understand under what we're doing how you do that. I don't care that they do it, but just explain to us how we're to do this.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
I'll tell you one thing, but listen, what a great show. The best sports show in the state is, no doubt, the Chuck and Bo Show. No doubt about it.
The Chuck and Bo
Arthur
Show.
just texted in a photo of his missing tooth, his grill, and yeah, that was a really close up selfie of Arthur, and
he took a shot
fresh off of his his prison fight story. He's out now. He's going to the dentist today, and I don't know who this guy Arthur was mixing it up with, but I don't want any part of Arthur.
Hey,
he looks,
he can take a punch.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I think we know that he can absorb a punch.
If I was in prison, I think I'd tell Arthur he can watch whatever he wants. But I don't hope to find out. So Darius Acuff, we've been talking about how good he is. I mean, that's really the conversation. How good is this guy? And just enjoying the show that he's been putting on this year. He was on Amber and Ian, ESPN Radio.
Amber and Ian.
And here's what they did a little interview with him. Here's some of what he had to say.
I ain't really checked after I went, I just had my jersey over my head, so I wasn't really on my phone. Once I got on the plane, I think right before we took off, I seen something. Trey Young tweeted. That's my guy. Donovan Mitchell. I seen Isaiah Thomas. I seen a couple people tweet it. But it's just great to see legends like that. Just knowing they watching the college game. It's crazy. You watch those guys. You watch them. At home every day, you study their game. So just to see them tweet about you is fun. And, of course, I got a lot of text messages from family and friends. But, like I said, none of it meant none of the 49 points really meant nothing. We lost. So
that's Acuff after he sounds like he's been doing this forever.
I'm always reminded whenever he has a big night. When we played up at Michigan State, he's from Detroit. And I don't know how many people were there to watch him play, but it was a bunch. And all of them had Acuff in some form or fashion written on their shirt. They had a jersey or something. And he came up, and they took a big picture after the game. There must have been 30 or 40 of them. And I know that, he's a long way from home, and we're proud of him, but I know they are too. And there are a lot of people that have watched him from the very beginning, and they've probably always known how good he was. We're just finding out. Maybe he's showing them things they didn't even expect to see. But, this is a life-changing time for him. And you think about scoring 49 in a game. That's what captures people's attention. And the next day, think about this. You're 18 years old. The next morning, Stephen A's talking about you. Kendrick Perkins. You're on national radio and television shows. And you're the talk of basketball. And I don't think he's fazed by any of it. I just don't get the impression that it phases him for a moment.
He says he was raised right. It is about winning. It's not about him. He does carry himself. The thing that makes, when we watch great athletes, when we watch great performers, I think there's a couple of things that I really enjoy. One of them is when they match the kind of person off the court that they are on the court, or their demeanor and their personality and their character matches how good their game is. And when you put those two things together, the way he handles himself and how good he is, that is a complete player.
Yes. Well, and he's a very mature kid for his age. You can tell the way he handles situations. Most players, even great players who've been around a while, there are going to be certain situations where they get sped up. Things start going a little bit too quickly. And it's not as though they just fall apart, but they're off by just enough, just enough. And I've not seen any of that with Acuff yet. In fact, the bigger the moment, the better he is. And that's why I'm anxious to watch him play in the postseason. I'm not saying it all hinges on him, and I'm not saying even with him, Arkansas could get upset just like everybody else, or they could play for the national championship. You never know when you get to the tournament. But I'm anxious to watch him because I just don't think there's a moment that's too big for him. And I'm anxious to see him meet, just the really grand moment where he knows going in, everybody's watching. I don't think that's going to faze him either. I just, when I look at Arkansas history, I think about Moncrief, obviously. Arthur brought him up a little bit earlier. It was a different game then. We touched on this a little bit yesterday. Moncrief was not a perimeter shooter, the way Acuff is. When you start comparing games, he and Mayberry had a similar type game. Ron Brewer Sr., similar type game. But they're just not, and Brewer was bigger. Mayberry was about the same size. We've just not had guys who can do this.
So, when we talk about Mount Rushmore of Razorbacks, for example, this is the fun thing that you do.
Oh, and that's what everybody's been having fun doing.
Yeah, you're having a flight. You're having a beer. Flight by Yingling, by the way, 95 calories. Tastes like a Yingling, but it's the next generation of white beer.
It is. Just as long as we're talking about it.
Just like Darius Acuff is the next generation of basketball player.
There we go.
Look at that.
Marketing genius.
Whoa, we got somebody that's paying attention over there. Point for Bart. This is what people are talking about when they're having breakfast this morning. They're talking about how good is Acuff. He's as good as so-and-so. When we start talking like that, it is so – I think it's more difficult than ever to really compare two generations, decades past because of the way things are now. It's just different.
I've always believed when the old guys say the new guy may be the best ever, he's pretty good. Because most old guys are you didn't see Sidney Moncrief play, or you never saw Martin Terry. When the guys my age are saying, I don't know that we've ever seen anybody like this, to me, that's a pretty good sign.
It's like Edward. It's like Edward thinks LeBron's the best player ever, and we think Jordan is, and he may be right, but we're not going to – neither one of us are ever going to change our minds. We're going to tell him he's ridiculous, and he's going to tell us, look it up, look at the stats, look at this, look at that, and then we're going to say championships, and he's like, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how good the individual player was.
We can talk about championships. We can talk about championships. How many finals did Michael Jordan make it to?
I don't know.
He made it to 6. He lost in the first round how many times?
I don't know.
Many. So you're going to fault LeBron for going to more championships?
I'm not faulting.
You didn't have super teams back then. You actually had to
You didn't have super teams? Look at the teams LeBron played on.
You didn't have to. You couldn't load your roster the way they do now.
Michael Jordan played for the most loaded rosters.
Let somebody else talk.
Okay.
Let somebody else talk.
Go for it.
The Pistons were the team that everybody was after when Jordan came up. He wasn't able to load his roster. They didn't trade for LeBron. They didn't trade for a 5-time All-Star. They didn't pick up free agents. They went out and over a period of time got better and beat the team that was on the mountaintop. It was just a different era then. I'm not going there full-fledged with the argument because you're not going to convince anyone, but it was a different era then. Comparing the two, it's not a good comparison.
That's what I mean by also looking at the comparison of eras. How do you compare what Acuff is doing versus what, I don't know, Sidney Moncrief did or, any other player that you want to point to. And when you do that, everybody remembers, too, what they remember or what they saw. So when you go back, it's like, man, but the way that it was then, like Pistol Pete. Okay, how good was Pistol Pete Maravich?
He was great.
I mean, what would he be like today? Would he be better, or would there be so many great athletes playing basketball that he wouldn't be half of what he was then? And so to me, some of the conversation, it's good fun to talk about like the greatest players in Razorback history. I think when you start comparing who was the very best, I mean, nobody's ever done what Acuff's done before. So maybe he is. But like who gets left out of the top 5 players in Razorback history, regardless of position? Who gets left out of that conversation? Like, who are the best 5 players that come to mind?
Scotty is the one that probably gets left out, and I love Scotty. But when you really start talking about the 4 or 5 best, Scotty's always going to be in the group because he hit the shot, you know. Mayberry and Day, probably better overall players.
They're on the list.
Moncrief and Brewer, senior, and perhaps junior, but certainly senior, better overall players. Corliss, Acuff, better overall players. But you don't win the national championship without Scotty Thurman. And Scotty Thurman embodies so much of what we, the ideal Razorback, so to speak. But he's probably the odd man out. The discussions that I hear from fans, he's always the one that, kind of gets, he's the 6th guy. By the same token, how do you leave him off the list? How do you leave him off the list? He hit the shot. There's no championship without that.
It's funny when you hear about like Moncrief or Brewer, some of these guys, like if Ron Brewer walks into a game, they don't say, well, that's one of the greatest Razorbacks ever. They say that was one of the triplets. But you just listed him off as maybe one of the best players ever. It's interesting how we just view different players over the course of history. Hey, historically, you've got to pay your taxes. Like, that's one thing that doesn't change. Or you could end up where Arthur was previous to calling the Chuck and Bo Show. H&R Block's been helping people with taxes for 70-plus years. So, yeah, they've probably seen whatever it is you're dealing with. And they're going to give you 100% accuracy that you can depend on. And if you get one, they're going to get you a max refund. And they'll guarantee all of that or your money back. Just stop by at H&R Block, walk in, or make an appointment today. H&R Block, helping you get it done. I mean, look, this is what we do. We heal the hurting. We touch the hearts. We talk about the things that matter to people.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life, too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
When it comes to finding the perfect diamond, there's one name that stands above the rest in Northwest Arkansas. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. As the region's premier experts for diamonds, Blakeman's offers an unparalleled selection of brilliant stones, handpicked for their quality and beauty. They don't just help you find the perfect stone, they educate you on every step of the way. Whether you're planning a proposal, celebrating an anniversary, or simply treating yourself, Blakeman's is where your search ends and your story begins.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we're going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork.
This is not interesting. It's just interesting to us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. I will confess, I've reached the point in my life when my main goal every day is to get home. So once I'm there, it's going to take quite a bit to get me back out.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Yelling. Bobby in Cave Springs. Hog Noxious, good morning. What's going on?
Good morning, fellas. I've always thought it was just utter bunk, ridiculous to think that at some point in the past, some primordial ooze slug went up on a beach and suddenly grew arms and legs and became a human being. But when you look at people and you listen to people like, Nate Oates, you think, well, maybe there's a possibility because this guy looks like maybe he's completely make the transaction from icky, brainless slime. Oh. Holy smokes, we hate this guy.
Oh. When did it become evident to you that you really didn't like Nate Oates?
It's about 3 years ago, I think, when he started. Well, every time he flaps his jaw, you know he's a moron, a classless moron. But here's my point, Chuck. During the first half, Z kept going off about how silly it was for Nate Oates to keep putting people in the game that had not played during the year. But I think he and his fellow Cretan, Doug Shouse, kind of knew what the game was going to be towards the end, and it was going to be a game of attrition. And he put all these substitutes in there so that they would have some energy and so that they wouldn't be in foul trouble when they got to the end of the game.
Maybe so.
There you go, him and Doug. The Doug Shouse Classic still being talked about. Thank you, Hog Noxious. There you go.
There's the picture going around of Oates on Shaw's back, riding him like a horse, and you got the, the crop and the whole deal. It's pretty funny.
You said it best yesterday. You just want to play him again.
Yeah, let's go play today.
You just want to play him again. Will Carter Knox play again this season?
I don't know.
He is having meniscus surgery. Had it yesterday on his left knee in Houston. And no timetable for his return has been announced. So we haven't heard, he's out for the year, but we don't know. I don't know. If you asked me today, I'd kind of be surprised if he plays again this year. And that's unfortunate.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't. Sometimes they come back pretty quickly from things like that, and sometimes it's a long process. I just don't know.
We got 5 games of the regular season left. You got an SEC tournament week.
We still got a month after that.
And then
theoretically.
you got the NCAA tournament. 6:55, Chuck and Bo.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like walk-ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine, like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites, like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorbacks. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mangarelli are the real deal, 2 of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes. And now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye, and you will be too.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Yeah, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo show is.
Some moments
You just
call
show up
for
and have
more
coffee.
than just a win.
The Chuck
They
and Bo
call
Show.
for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag, still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending to running a small business to helping your kids learn more smart money habits or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
I didn't know, I got to admit, I did not know that Paris Hilton shared a birthday with Michael Jordan.
45 years old. She looks so young.
So does Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Same age,
what
too.
A group. Ed Sheeran.
Yes.
Ed Sheeran's only 35.
Would you believe that Michael Jordan and Larry the Cable Guy are the same age?
Also, it just seems like this is bad timing. It's unfortunate for cauliflower that it's National Cauliflower Day on Fat Tuesday.
I wonder if that was by design.
That's kind of a bad break for cauliflower.
Bad beat.
It feels like to me.
I would not want to share a day with Fat Tuesday, especially if I was
another healthy food,
a tasteless vegetable. going up against king cake. Fat Tuesday.
You haven't had fried cauliflower?
I was going to say, Chuck, you strike me as somebody who's never had cauliflower buffalo wings before.
Yeah. I've not had those. I've had cauliflower mashed, not mashed potatoes, but mashed as though they were potatoes, and that's not bad. Cauliflower's okay. It's important. I was making a joke.
Yeah.
I wasn't attacking. I was not attacking.
I don't think big cauliflower is coming for you.
Cauliflower's going to be pissed at him. I was just kidding.
Big cauliflower.
Big cauliflower's all over me.
He's just offended cauliflower.
I know. All the cauliflower eaters out there coming for me.
With all due respect.
Yeah, with all my respect. Everything else I have. I'm good with cauliflower.
Tasteless vegetable. Respectfully.
Well, you put a little ranch dressing on it, it's not bad.
I'm not sure I've ever heard you apologize for a take before, quite like that.
Well, I realized very quickly. There was like, I could see all the health food freaks coming after me.
Oh, golly, man.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Think about this, Chuck. Think about, this show's free. You don't have to subscribe to it. But imagine if this was the Chuck and Bo show. If you were listening to the show and you wanted to cancel it. You're done listening to us.
I hate that.
But there's no way to ever turn your radio off or get it off the Chuck and Bo show. How maddening would that be that every time you get in your car, you can't adjust the volume and you can't change the show?
Well, you'd start walking.
Can't turn it off.
we would be a healthier society.
Chuck and Bo show.
I would resist the urge to drink this much.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to
the show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Well, at least for 24 hours, it's basically Darius Acup's world, and the rest of us are just hanging out. He's what everybody's talking about, whether it's here, whether it's on ESPN, whether it's in New York. Anybody talking about college basketball right now, or really basketball in general, Darius Acuff is the name that comes up. Darius Acuff Jr. is the name that comes up. 49 points. Everybody's still talking about it. We're talking about it. They're talking about it. If you missed Kendrick Perkins yesterday on First Take, is that what it's called, or is it Get Up?
It's not Get Up. I think it's still
Get Up
First
or First Take.
I just call it brain rot.
Stephen A. Show. This is what Kendrick Perkins said.
I'm about to inform you right now. He is the best guard that John Calipari has coached. I'm not talking about NBA career, college career.
Right.
The man is averaging 22 points, shooting 50+% from the field and 40 from the three. Here go the graphic. This is all the guards, notable guards that John Calipari has coached. Look at the averages. I believe he just won 7 consecutive SEC Freshmen of the Week. On the verge of winning SEC of the year.
Player of the year.
Okay.
Let me ask before you continue. So just so you know, again, I'm not looking at stats for this particular question. I'm looking at an eye test from a skill level perspective, ball handling, passing skills, shooting ability, whatever. Give it to me from that.
He's averaging 6 assists, okay? Not only is he getting his, he's making guys around him better. And I'm really about to blow y'all mind with this one. I would actually take Darius Acuff Jr. with the #1 pick. He is Steph Marbury ×2 with a Derrick Rose mentality for his demeanor. He is a bona fide killer.
Bona fide killer right there. That's all you need to know. Kevin's in Springfield. Kevin, you're on the Chuck and Bo show. Good morning.
Good morning, fellas. Thanks for having me on. Really enjoy your show.
Thank you.
I enjoy this discussion about the best Razorback, and that's always going to bring a lot of memories up, and definitely going to some are going to say one and another. But I was at the University of Arkansas in the late '70s, early '80s, and to me, almost the golden age of basketball. I know the '90s were as well, but I would say, and this is just my thought, if Darius continues to play at this high level, if he is awarded, the Player of the Year for the SEC, they have a deep front in the tournament, and if he gets the Final Four, gets them, because they won't get there without him, and if they manage to win a national championship, how could he not be the best Razorback? And the unfortunate thing is, used to we'd have those players for 2 or 3 years. We'll only have him 1 year, but maybe that'll go in the equation as well. But man, he is fun to watch. Love his demeanor, his toughness. Just a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate your call. That's the thing. I mean, we're sitting here talking about, is he the best ever? He's only going to be here 1 year. I mean, he's only going to be here 1 season. And but we're going to be talking about him forever. Now, look, Kevin said something there. You sent out a John Rothstein cut earlier today. And he talked about, as Kevin just said, if there were some ifs in there, if they get to the Final Four, if they win the national championship, the Rothstein cut, he's talking about that possibility.
Arkansas is the type of team, in my opinion, if the matchups break the right way, Arkansas could find itself in the Final Four. It's probably in the 4 or 5 seed range right now, which means it's going to have a very, very difficult game in the round of 32. And Arkansas has obviously some holes on its roster. I would not want to see Arkansas against a team with the physical size of an Arizona or a Michigan, because I think it could exploit the Razorbacks a bit on the front line. But with Acuff, with Malik Thomas, with Billy Richmond, who to me is the best utility player in college basketball, Arkansas has more than enough to get to the second weekend and be a dark horse Final Four team under John Calipari. The team I saw that was undermanned last night again at Alabama, the team I saw go to Tuscaloosa last night is vastly better than the team that I saw beat St. John's, beat Kansas last year in the NCAA tournament, and then have a lead on Texas A&M in the Sweet 16, only to come up short in the final minutes. Arkansas is vastly ahead of where it was a season ago when it went into the NCAA tournament, beat Kansas, then beat St. John's, and went to the Sweet 16. It is a fascinating storyline to follow, but the fascinating storyline to follow is all the byproduct of one player, Darius Acuff, who, again, is making a real push towards being a first-team All-American.
You oftentimes, like if you're going to turn on the television, you're going to turn on the television and watch the Razorbacks play, or you're going to watch, whatever your favorite team is, the Thunder play. You don't always turn on the television to watch Darius Acuff play, one player play. I have to believe that a lot of the numbers that Arkansas has pulled this year for these television games, I'm not saying, the majority of it, but I think a good chunk of it is to watch Darius Acuff play. When we left Alabama after the game Wednesday night, there are always, people that, they're out by the bus, wanting to get autographs and things like that. It's picked up a good bit with Cal here, but I was struck by, and have been all year, by the number of kids, little kids, with the other team's jerseys on when we're on the road who want Darius Acuff's autograph. He's the one they flock to. He's the one they know about. And they don't have to be told. It's amazing. You take some kid that's 12 years old that follows basketball, he doesn't have to be told Darius Acuff's one of the best players in the country. He already knows. He wants that autograph so he can say someday he got it.
If you're watching a game with people who don't always see the Razorbacks play, so I'll give you an example. I'm watching the game. I'm at Walk-Ons and Rogers, the Alabama game. I'm meeting at 5:30 with the guys from Yuengling that are in town. And they have just become the official logger of the Razorbacks. You're going to be able to get Yuengling at Razorback games now. And the game's about to come on, and Daryl from Yuengling says, I haven't gotten to see much of Arkansas. Tell me about these guys. And I said, just watch number 5 for a while. And then, of course, the rest takes care of itself. And 49 points later.
Watch one of the best games you ever watched in your life.
But when you zoom out and you think about, like, any other season, what do you say? In that same situation, you're like, oh, they're pretty good. And, you know, they're on a little run here. There's a big game tonight, whatever. Now all you say is, like, have you seen Acuff play? Have you seen this guy? And then right after you say that, you're, well, I hope he didn't have, like, a really off game. The guy's not going to really understand what I'm talking about here. And he only put up 49 points in double overtime, plays all 50 minutes, and it's all the whole world's talking about the next day.
That's right. And, you know, it's you just have to enjoy what you've seen. I know most people, in fact, I'm going to say virtually every Razorback fan, they wanted to win the game and disappointed that they didn't win the game. But that doesn't take away from what you saw. It doesn't take away from the game that he played. And, again, next year, now look, there may be a better player come along. I mean, there may be. But we're going to remember this period. We're going to be glad we were, of the right era that we got to watch it.
What's going to be fun is, as long as Cal is here, who's he bringing in next year? It would be more fun if we were in the old way of playing college basketball, where you're here for a couple of years before you go on, because that's where you had the Bobby Hurleys and those stories that, the Greg Anthonys, UNLV, you go back to the 90s, the great Arkansas memories we have from those teams that we always talk about in the 90s. You don't have as much of that anymore because players aren't going to stick around, especially if they're a lottery pick like Darius Acuff. But with Cal, he's the perfect guy in this era because he can bring guys in again next year. People are talking about it. We can talk to Otis Kirk about this at 7:30. Otis is on the show today. They might have the best recruiting class they've ever had this next year.
It seems that way. I mean, it certainly seems that they're headed that way. And, when Kendrick Perkins was talking yesterday, that cut we just played, there was that graphic. It was on television. There was a graphic of all the great point guards that Cal had at Kentucky. The only one that averaged 6 assists was John Wall. The other guys, Murray, I think, averaged 20 points, maybe 5 assists, Jamal Murray. But you look at Acuff's numbers, and I mean, it's he may be the best Cal's had. Only Cal would know that, and I doubt he's going to say. But for our purposes here, I as I've said, I've not seen one better.
Listen, how awesome is it that Cal took the Arkansas job, and we're getting to experience this stuff? I mean, just where were they going to go?
Well,
and what were they going to do?
And sometimes as fans, we get all caught up in, well, what have they not done? We get caught up in, well, they've not done this, they've not done that. Yeah, but making us feel like we're better fans or smarter fans. Let's just enjoy this.
Enjoy the heck out of it.
Let's just enjoy what we're watching, and because it is pretty special.
You think Saturday's going to be rocking at Bud Walton Arena?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is going to be awesome. For him.
Yeah.
Lane in Cave City, good morning.
Hey, guys. Good morning. I hope y'all's doing good this morning.
Appreciate it. You too, man.
Hey, just got kind of a dumb, silly question, but last night while I was laying down, getting ready to go to bed, I just was watching random ball games and was watching North Texas and Tulane. And Doug Shouse was calling that game.
Yes.
He doesn't miss a night. He's wreaking havoc all over the country, in every conference, wherever he can get.
I was about to say, he's went from Tuscaloosa, Alabama to Denton, Texas. I was like, this dude is all over the map. They need to have a map up there of follow Doug Shouse.
He loves it. Yeah, like Kirk Herbstreit when he flies all over the country in like 3 days when he does the Thursday night game and then goes to game day and then flies from game day to another game he's going to call. This is Doug Shouse every day.
That's not uncommon. We had a ref the other night, Brian Dorsey, was calling our game, and then the next day he's calling Big Ten.
There's only like 8 officials in the country, right?
Well, the guys that are good,
I mean, it feels like, honestly, how many of them are there? Because whatever that number is, they could all fit in a bus, and they're all calling every game.
They all do that.
Well,
it's not uncommon.
And that was the actual question, because I thought in like the major conferences, your officials for like the SEC, Big Ten, ACC, for the most part stayed in their conference, but now once you got into the lower conferences, those officials probably moved around. I did not realize that the power conference officials also moved around like that.
Oh, yeah. They're freelancers, man.
But guys,
They're
thank y'all
freelancers.
for taking my call, and hope y'all have a good rest of your day.
All right, Landry.
Bart, how about 200 for officials? What do you have for us?
Well, Tulane won that game. Wait for it. Oh, I thought we were going to get the This Is Jeopardy.
Oh, sorry.
Tulane won the game. They were the visiting team, which means road teams are now 20-12 in games officiated by Doug Shouse this year.
I'm guilty. I make my share of mistakes.
Foul count was 21-20. 21-20. Get this man as far away from the Razorback basketball program.
Wait a second,
as
hold
humanly
on. So
possible.
hold everything. So you're saying Doug Shouse is pretty good when he's not calling Razorback games?
No, I'm saying that road teams do well when he's calling games other than the Razorbacks.
He's not a homer.
But when the Razorbacks show up,
I'm guilty.
He's a homer.
He rides the home wave.
Yeah.
He rides the wave.
20-12 this year, road teams in games now called by Doug Shouse. Arkansas all-time in road games that he's officiated 6-31.
Yeah, it just speaks for
I
itself.
make my share of mistakes.
Yeah, well, he certainly does that. Get him as far away from the Razorback basketball program as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Like, give me. I would rather have Pat Adams than Doug Shouse.
yeah.
Like, give me any of these guys who
It's
Z
like
will talk about.
It's like what are those like dolls or toys? You push the button and they just go. It's like Bart.
I will gladly take Doug Sermons over Doug Shouse.
Wow.
Like
he's going into the waybacks now.
Like Doug Sermons. I have no issue with Doug Sermons.
You need some breakfast.
Some people do. I will take Roger Ayers. I think he's bad. Give him to me. I don't think he's any good at all. But give him to me.
What about TV Teddy? Bring him out of retirement?
Absolutely. I think TV
like Pat Adams. You already say Pat Adams.
I did, and Pat Adams is a very poor official.
Mike
but
Nance.
he's
Mike
not.
Nance.
He's
Mike
not
Nance.
like he's
Joel
not
Lindsey.
biased like that.
What do you think about Joe Lindsey?
I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of his.
Who do
but
you
I'll
like?
take him. I'll take
Who's
him over.
your favorite official?
Probably, a guy like I actually like Doug Sermons. I think he calls a good game. I know
He hasn't
some
called
fans-
him the SEC in forever.
Yeah,
though,
I know,
has he?
but I think he's a good official.
Yeah.
Well, which by
What
by
about
the-
KB Burdett? What Owen Short? What about those guys?
We gotta have Z and Bart do an officials podcast.
Kip
That's
Kissinger's a good official. I
Kip
think.
Kissinger?
The morning drive is driven by DSI, Distribution Solutions Incorporated. Started in Harrison about 30 years ago. They've got a location in Lowell, too, and they're driving all over the country. And they're looking for drivers. Maybe it's a day job or maybe you're a long-haul driver, but they are looking for professional OTR drivers, and they know how important time off is. Downtime, vacation time, benefits, and more importantly, they're just great people to work with, a great community of people. They treat you like family. You're not just a number there. They know your name at DSI. For more information about DSI, log on to drivedsi.com.
You want to know what if you noticed, none of those officials I mentioned call SEC games. That's part of the problem.
It's 7:19. We're fixing the problems here on a Friday. Good morning. Derek, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
How about them Hogs, gentlemen?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life, too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
He's Chuck Barrett.
He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand? It's driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts. I've probably got 2 hours of sleep, and you said, yeah, I'll do the show at 7 a.m. And I'm like, are you sure?
Well, I have to be honest. I would not get up for Mini Men, Bo, but I will.
Yeah, that's funny.
I will wake up for you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great Holly Rowe. 7:24. Good morning. It's Friday. Chuck's going to call the Missouri game tomorrow. We got baseball this afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Xavier Musketeers.
Xavier.
1,000 hoodie jerseys given away. Those things look cool if you haven't seen them. I mean, they got some good stuff they've been giving out. I mean, you know, stuff people will wear. You know, sometimes when
Stuff
you get
you
a
want.
giveaway,
Right.
you're like, oh, thanks. You
Yes.
know, put it, and then 2 years later, it's, you know, sitting in your closet, and you haven't worn it yet. This stuff's nice. I mean,
It's going to be chilly,
day.
too. Yeah,
It's opening day.
It is opening day. I mean, opening day is – what is it that's different about opening day?
Well, it's the first day. And that always makes it a little different.
Speaks for itself.
Yeah, it's first game.
You don't say.
A home opener. The first game at the home ballpark.
No, if you love baseball,
Hope springs eternal.
If you love baseball, there's something about the opening day that's almost like I don't know what the word I'm looking for is.
It's a holiday.
Yes.
It's a holiday,
yes.
basically.
It's sort of like
nobody should be at work today.
Yeah, Bart has a lot of days like that. And right behind that one's the first day of the NCAA tournament. Like when we did an afternoon show, it was hell trying to get him in here.
Yeah, well, I'm sure.
We eventually
and then
just
he was
gave up.
here. He wasn't really here. He's watching games.
But those were also very light years in terms of Arkansas being a participant in the big dance, and so there wasn't a whole lot going on.
Well, you probably had action on all the games too. Then.
Not back then.
No.
We didn't have Oaklawn sports like we do now.
Nudge and a wink.
Okay.
Nudge and a
wink. Yeah, it wasn't legal back then. Is what you're saying, right?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Yeah. Opening day, though. Opening day.
Oaklawn actually put Bart. Oaklawn
Opening day
Sports.
softball at home as well.
Yeah, we got
Today?
two opening day. What time's that?
Okay.
First pitch is at 1, I believe. It'll be a little later than that. 1:30 today.
Are you
got
tailgating?
dual opening days, huh?
Are you tailgating? I remember last year
no.
when you wouldn't invite us to your tailgate.
Yeah. He was afraid we would embarrass him.
You had a full-on petting zoo and
I'm just glad I
horseshoes
got
and
chucked to a game
animal balloons.
last year.
And
I was
face
there.
painting.
I got chucked to a game last
I was
year.
there, all because of Bart.
We were planning on coming, and we were all set to come. And then, game before, we heard that you got into a fight with an LSU fan, and we were like, maybe we should stay out of the fray.
I did not get into a fight with an LSU fan.
But there was a lot
An
of
LSU fan attempted to accost me and did not get anywhere near me.
and that didn't go very well for
Martin
him.
knows all security. He knows all the security at the
He
women's softball
does.
game.
Everyone knows
that's not
Bart. That
Just
was
softball,
That
by
was
the way.
the thing that struck me was how everyone there knew Bart. It's like, oh yeah, we know Bart.
Yeah, well, they're
I mean,
aware.
you know.
But this is a really deep softball team this year. I mean,
deep.
they are good. They've got really good pitching. And Courtney, nobody likes to say, we put her on the spot, and I asked her if this was her best team, and she didn't want to go there, but she basically said it was. And
You can say it without
every
saying
year, they seem like they just keep adding, and it's just a matter of time till they get to Omaha.
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City,
That's what I meant.
Bricktown.
The
road to
just
Bricktown.
Starts with O.
No, it's just
Are they-
it's like driving on default.
That's
where
right,
you
I
just
understand.
turn a certain direction and you're like, where am I going? You're just so used to going that way.
Are they in the hunt?
I think so. I mean, look, they're the number 7 team in the country right now. They haven't done anything to not be worthy of that ranking. I do think this is probably the deepest roster, both from a lineup batting perspective and a pitching perspective.
Oh, see, there's the opening day music.
Last year, I thought they were going to make it to Oklahoma City. Had a case where the 2 best pitchers got food poisoning right before the Super Regional and couldn't really go.
How does that happen?
And so just kind of one of those like horrible luck situations. I do think that this team
Bart
is
went down
gonna,
there and demanded that people be fired for the restaurant.
No, I'm not going to name the restaurant, but I
But
do
you
know.
know,
I do know which place it was.
Have you
the
been there
establishment.
since?
I have. Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
He had a few things to say while he was there.
No,
But
no,
it didn't
I
phase you. You still ate there, right?
You guys are great,
It
but you
took
know
a
you
while, but
cost
yeah.
us last year. You cost us a Super
Yeah.
Regional.
Yeah.
Otis Kirk, everybody knows him, is coming up next at 7:28 in the Chuck and Bo Show. Hey, if you're looking to celebrate an occasion, Blakeman's is the place to go. They'll give you customer service like you don't expect. Meaning, whatever the occasion is, they're going to find out your entire story and give you something that you're going to be proud of for a lifetime. So whatever it is, maybe you're marking a special moment, maybe it's an anniversary, maybe you've got something coming up. You want to have a big ask. They are where Arkansas goes for diamonds. They are the diamond experts. It's where Arkansas gets engaged, and when you walk out of there with that purple bag, you're going to have the confidence that you got it right. That's Blakeman's. More than jewelry, it's your story. Are we a bunch of idiots or what?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Chuck, you've been around a while, and look, I don't mean that ugly, and Bo, you've been around not as long as Chuck.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
One of my things right now, why am I still going? I can't leave this profession like it is and then walk away, because my son's in this profession. There are young coaches in this profession. And so I'm looking at this saying, we got to be part of this solution before we walk away from this. And that's part of my purpose now. Why is he speaking out about this? I want the kids to make money. I always have. I've been one of those coaches that said they should have a right to their name, image, and likeness. It's theirs. They should be able to sell it. Because we wouldn't respond that way, because of the arrogance, because of the way where you're worried about the organization instead of the kids, we're where we are right now. Now, free agency, NIL, tampering, offering, all this stuff, instead of you come with me because I can make a difference in your life. We can work together. I'm not telling you I have a magic wand, but what I'm telling you is these kids, look what they've done, where they've gone. And they were sitting where you were. So we have a history of doing it, but I can't do it for you. But I've always been about the kids getting money. I've been that way. But now where we are, no guardrails, no rules. They'll make rules to certain people now. We'll go back to, things. They're paying a quarterback $6-7 million. How? I mean, I don't understand under what we're doing how you do that. I don't care that they do it, but just explain to us how we're to do this.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa. Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
That's why I came here, because you could do special things. Coach Sutton did it. Coach Richardson did it. Now let's see if we can do it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
He's at Otis Kirk 23.
Speaking of special things.
On X. Oh, yeah. Hogville. You read all the stuff there. Pig Trail Nation. He shows up and tells people what's going on. He's here to help us on the Chuck and Bo Show. Here is Otis Kirk.
The legendary Otis Kirk.
Otis, good morning.
Otis, what's up?
Hey, I don't know about. Hey guys, how y'all doing? I don't know about legendary.
Well, don't sell yourself short.
I'm here
now.
anyway.
That was legendary by Darius Acuff on Wednesday night. What did you think?
Oh my God! That.
Hold on.
Otis is
hold on. Wait, just rake it out. Otis is too good of a guest. We can't fight through the interweb, whatever crap thing that's going on with it. We need a clean signal.
Absolutely.
That sometimes you just get on the phone and it's like that, and you just got to. You can't fight through this.
No.
You got to reconnect.
You hang up, reconnect.
Reboot. You got to reboot. Maybe reset your phone.
That's my solution for a lot of things. Turn it off. Turn it back on. See what happens. Wait 1 minute. See what happens. All right, he's back.
All right, Otis. What were your thoughts on Darius Acuff Wednesday night?
Oh, I was going to say, man, that Trae Young of the NBA even praised him for that. I mean, it was unreal. I mean, the kid, 50 minutes, played every second of the game, one turnover. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot of great performances, but I don't know if I've ever seen one much. I saw Kobe's 81-point game, and I tell you what, that in some ways compares to that. It's just unreal. I mean, college player, freshman, on the road. I guess he'd been in a walking boot for 2 or 3 days, and then to come out and perform like that, unreal.
Otis, I'm not saying you're old, but you've seen a lot of guys play here. Where does he rate? I mean, where would you put him?
Well, I moved up here in '97, Chuck. Of course, I saw a million Razorback games before that. But since I've always said Corliss was the best I've seen, but as a true freshman, I've never seen a better freshman at Arkansas than Darius Acuff Jr. I've just never seen it. I mean, and honestly, I don't know if there's been a better player. I mean, I know we can say, well, he's a freshman, this and that, but I mean, we're juniors and seniors scoring 49 points, one turnover, played the entire game. I think he ranks. I think he's right up there with the guys like Corliss Williamson, the guys like Sidney Moncrief, anybody that someone wants, Todd Day. I mean, somebody wants to put up there. I just put Darius Acuff up there with him. And I don't know how you could rank him below any of those guys, to be honest with you.
Not individually. I know. Those guys were products, and Otis, you know this. They were products of an era where, I mean,
right.
You became legend. I mean, and by that I mean they talked about you for 30 or 40 years. Now it's so quick. I mean, remember when Joe Johnson played here for a year and a half? It was like he was barely here. And then he left, and it was like, well, he was barely even a Razorback. I don't think anybody's ever going to say, Acuff was only here a year, he's barely a Razorback. I mean, we're going to be talking about this guy forever.
Yeah, and that's a great point because I mean, if Corliss had left after a year, would be thinking of him maybe as the greatest player ever? No, and so that's why I'm saying you made a great point. It's a different era, and it's just this guy. That's kind of impact Darius has had. I guess is what I'm trying to say, guys. I mean, to come in and play 1 year and to do this. Yeah, I mean, people are going to be talking about him several years from now. And it's already started. I mean, they signed some good players for next year, Jordan Smith, J.J. Andrews, no matter who, and they're already saying, can they be the next Darius Acuff? So, I mean, that's how crazy this has gotten. But the kid's deserving of every praise that he gets. I mean, I did see a guy yesterday say he's not one of the best 15-point guards in college basketball. And that has you scratch your head. It's like, what are you talking about, fella? You post that the day after he scores 49 points in 50 minutes against Alabama. He's not one of the 15 best point guards. I mean, to say he's not one of the 15 best players is kind of crazy. And to say he's not one of the 15 best point guards, it's just, I don't even know that's worthy of a response because the guy is just out there.
Yeah, you got to find better company. He's probably a top 5 pick in the draft. We'll see. But you mentioned the recruiting class. I mean, every year it seems like we said this might be Cal's best recruiting class ever. I mean, him leaving Kentucky hasn't hurt his ability to get players.
No, and that's the thing that the Kentucky fans were saying. Cal's going to find out kids were coming to Kentucky because it was Kentucky, not because of Cal. And I don't think that aged very well because that obviously hasn't played out that way. No, I mean, I'm going to tell you what. If he can add a big man, I'm talking about an impact player from the portal, a big impact player from the portal to go with these 3 high school guys. I mean, high school guys, plus, any returnees, you would hope Billy comes back and some of these others, but whatever. If he can add a big man, he needs to add 2 from the portal, but one needs to be a big-time player if there's one out there. And if he does that, I mean, this definitely could be the best recruiting class that's been around in many years. I mean, because he didn't miss on any of those 3 high school guys. Good to see Sean Andrews' son getting to come to Arkansas.
Can you just run down the 3 guys real quick for people who may not know who they are?
Yeah, I mean, J.J. Andrews is the in-state kid, and Abdu Tori, I believe is how you pronounce his name, and he signed him, and he was a 4-star when he signed him. Now he's a 5-star. And Jordan Smith's the last one, a point guard who just, can dominate the game. I mean, and is probably known as the best defensive player in high school basketball. That's the kind of impact he's getting. So if you get a point guard, shooting guard, and a wing, I mean, you're talking about, then you add in, like I said, there are going to be some players return from this year, and then hopefully, and then you add in an impact player or 2 from the portal. I've heard people say he needs to sign 2 big men. He does, but I don't think they need to be as even as, say, maybe the 2 he signed this year. I think he needs to get one impact and then another guy who can give him very good minutes. You guys understand what I'm saying? I don't think you need to bring in 2 of kind of equal ability, but get one impact big man to put in there and then another guy who can give you, 10, 15, 20 minutes a game, whatever it requires.
Yeah.
Otis, what about right here and now? How far can this team go? What do you think?
Well, losing Knox didn't help. I mean, that didn't help because then I know people, he wouldn't up. Man, look, they don't win some games without Carter Knox. And look, he's a body. I mean, he's a good player, but I mean, you can't lose bodies and then not hurt you. And that's the thing people need to keep in mind. And I think they can do pretty well. And one guy that's just a lightning bolt for criticism is Trevin Brazile. Look, the guy's shot was off the other night. That's happened to Kobe. That happens to LeBron. It happened to Darius Acuff a game or 2. That happens, but he still had 3 blocks. He had, 7 rebounds. I mean, he still gives you so much on the court. But when he's hitting his shots, of course, obviously Arkansas looks great. But Billy Richmond gives you solid. You know what you're going to get from Billy every game. Malik was really on the other night. I think this team can go to the Final Four. Now, they can't afford any more injuries. They cannot afford any more injuries, and they need to, they need to get a lucky draw and just have some. But when you say luck, people get mad. They say, "Oh, they're good." No, luck involves any time a team wins a championship, there's luck involved. One thing, they probably kept most of their players healthy. That's luck. And so, therefore, you've got to have a lot of luck on your side. If Cal can get that, I think this team can go to the Final Four, assuming they don't lose any other players. You can't go in there with 6, 7 players. You need at least 7 or 8 bodies in players, and they just can't afford any more key injuries.
Let me shift gears just briefly. Arkansas football. We heard from the coordinators, Coach Silverfield. You know who the roster is now. What are your thoughts on where this thing's headed?
Well, I may be proven wrong, and if so, Chuck and Bo knows it's not the first time or the last time. But I really think they're going to be okay in football. And look, when I say that, don't go say I said 10-2 or playoffs. That's not what I'm saying. I'm going from 2-10. I think this team is headed in the right direction. Look, I've talked to a couple players off the record over there. This says everything is night and day different than what it was before, and it to the positive side. And I just think everybody's bought in, and I think this team is going to be very competitive. I think they're going to win a lot more games than people think. But no, I'm not saying playoffs. I'm not saying SEC championship or 10 wins. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, would most people not agree that a 6 or 7 win season and show promise in the other games would not be a big improvement over 2-10? I mean,
I think you'd take it. I think you'd take it as opposed to last year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know the roster. We don't really know the roster. I mean, you've looked at it closer than most. So you think they did well enough in what they had to do, bringing 50 new players in.
Yeah, I like the idea of what he did. He, like on the defensive line, he got a couple of older guys, but he also got some younger guys who were 4- and 5-star recruits in high school, didn't come to Arkansas. Davian Sims, guys like that, the kid from Ohio State. And I think those are guys that the only thing, Tracy, they just didn't have a chance to play at their old school. I think they're really good players. I saw Sims when he was at Denison, Texas, before he ever even went to Oklahoma, Durant. And these are good players, man. And I think he did a great job of mixing in some older players with some younger players. And I do like the portal. I thought getting Carter Stoutmire later on from Colorado was a plus. I mean, the Harrison kid from Cincinnati, the Coach Hicks brought with him, the James Johnson and Lakai Rowland at corner. I just like this team, and I think they've got pretty good depth. The key is going to be if one of these quarterbacks, and I think they will, I think if one of these quarterbacks comes through and really plays well, this team can be pretty good. It depends on the quarterback position because you don't really have a proven guy at the power 4. I mean, KJ looked good when he was in there. I think, A.J. Hill is a good player, but, they haven't proven it. That's the thing they're lacking. But I got to believe that these kids can do it. I mean, I've seen other players come on. I do remember before Sam Pittman, even before the season started last year, he said they would not go to the portal to get a quarterback, that K.J. Jackson was the quarterback of the future. So there's a lot of people. And then I know Ryan had him over at the first press conference. He acknowledged he was coming back. I think a lot of people believe in K.J. Jackson over at the University of Arkansas. And I don't think there's any reason not to. It's just the fact that he's unproven to a degree. But I think once he comes through, I like the running back room. I think they got big guys, fast guys, small guys, fast guys. I like the running back room. The receivers are deep. Offensive line, getting Kobe back was huge. I mean, I like that. I like the team. And then I thought defense, they did what they did. They cleaned the secondary out, man, except for Miguel Mitchell. And they cleaned the secondary out, and they needed to do that. And so now we got to believe that these new guys they brought in are as good as they think they are. If they are, that's good news.
We'll do it again. I got 5 more questions, but we got to go. Hey, it's 27. Yeah. The sun's out. It's up to 50 today. Are you wearing shorts?
I'm wearing shorts.
All right, attaboy.
Every day. I'll see you guys. Thanks,
Otis
man.
Kirk 23 on Twitter. You can find him on hogville.net, and you can find him on the Pig Trail Nation. We're brought to you in part by First Security Bank. More convenient locations all over Arkansas, helping you choose the power of personal, and how you bank better is with First Security Bank. Friendly people helping you every day. First Security Bank, member FDIC. Good morning.
I'll tell you what I read, and you guys know I read things normal people don't read. I go to the depths for this show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Customer service is a buzzword. People just throw it out there. What is it to you? Showing up when you say you're going to show up, returning phone calls, providing the service that you promised to provide. Because, if we're all asking to get paid for what we're doing, we need to do what we're getting paid for. And do it with a good attitude and being responsible, not only responsible to show up, but responsible to the relationship.
A relationship you can count on from Clay Maxey and the folks at Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by teamwork. If you haven't tried a flight by Yingling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yingling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yingling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, and complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine, like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites, like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this. I want to see you and Bart in the old three-legged race.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Let me just...
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Don't throw cake or candy or cookies out here and expect anything but like feeding time at the zoo.
I bought.
It's going to be ugly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
They're paying your sales tax all month at Chevy of Fayetteville. $14,000 off new Silverados. They got a huge selection at Chevy of Fayetteville inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Together, let's drive. It's about time for a Winter Olympics update.
Outward pass for Keller, a defenseman. Nice move. Cuts to the net. Score! Megan Keller, the overtime hero. United States wins gold in Milan.
Yeah, how
the
about
great
that?
Kenny Albert on the
How
call.
about that? Yes. We were going to sing the anthem, but whatever. We'll just go to the
You watched it live, didn't
Winter
you, Bart?
Olympics
I
theme
did
music.
watch it, yeah.
Live or on tape, however it is.
No, I watched it live.
Did
as
you
it
really?
as it was happening.
Wow.
Guys, there's nothing that gives me more pride than America winning gold. Than
And
the
to
US.
have watched it live.
It makes
as
it hard to
was
sleep
happening.
at night.
As it was happening. Well, give us the report. I mean, don't just sit there.
So the U.S. was actually down 1-0 for the majority of the game. Scored the equalizer with 2 minutes to play. Sent it into overtime, where they play
like
3-on-3,
like an A-Cuff 3, that equalizing 3.
which they should not be playing 3-on-3 overtime in the medal round of the Olympics.
Oh, we've got.
Is that what they did?
Even in this,
Like
Mark's
the
got
NHL?
He's got.
Like the NHL?
Well, they don't do that in the NHL playoffs, as far as
They
as
should.
far as
okay.
They should
Okay.
change.
I didn't know.
in the regular season. They
I've
do.
decided
Okay.
you're
All right.
you're too big for the commissioner of college football. You are the commissioner of everything.
Just sports.
Of all. Well, I mean, we could go beyond that. If you want to talk construction on College Avenue in the heart of
Good
Fayetteville.
grief.
we
They
can
wrap
do
this up.
He's the commish. Go
that.
ahead.
I do have a question. Why do they keep drilling holes in the middle of College
when is
Avenue
this
in
going to
Fayetteville?
end? When is it going to end?
It's like every 4 or 5 days there's another hole.
Also,
are they looking for something?
The U.S. won its first gold medal in women's figure skating in 24 years. Alyssa Liu, the
That's
gold
great.
medal.
Am I going to be able to
winner.
turn left out of the parking lot today?
Carefully.
Yeah, I think so.
Very carefully. You're burying the lead, Bart. You're burying the lead. The women's U.S. curling team went to an extra end last night to win and advance to the semifinal round. It's the last thing I saw before I went to sleep. There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville. Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Donuts, Red Bull, and lottery tickets. I mean, how could you want anything
Courtesy
more?
of the Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag, still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
I didn't know, I gotta admit, I did not know that Paris Hilton shared a birthday with Michael Jordan.
45 years old. She looks so young.
So does Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Same age,
What a
too.
group. Ed Sheeran.
Yes.
Ed Sheeran's only 35.
Would you believe that Michael Jordan and Larry the Cable Guy are the same age?
Also, it just seems like this is bad timing. It's unfortunate for cauliflower that it's National Cauliflower Day on Fat Tuesday.
I wonder if that was by design.
That's kind of a bad break for cauliflower.
Bad beat.
It feels like to me.
I would not want to share a day with Fat Tuesday, especially if I was
another healthy food,
a tasteless vegetable. going up against King K. Fat Tuesday.
You haven't had fried cauliflower?
I was going to say, Chuck, you strike me as somebody who's never had cauliflower buffalo wings before.
I've not had those. I've had cauliflower mashed, not mashed potatoes, but mashed as though they were potatoes, and that's not bad. Cauliflower's okay.
It's important.
I was making a joke.
Yeah.
I wasn't attacking. I was not attacking.
I don't think big cauliflower is
He's worried
coming
that
for
cauliflower is going to be pissed at him. I was just kidding.
Big cauliflower.
Big cauliflower's all over me.
He's just offended cauliflower.
I know. All the cauliflower eaters out there coming for me.
With all due respect.
Yeah, with all my respect. Every ounce I have. I'm good with cauliflower.
Tasteless vegetable. Respectfully.
You put a little ranch dressing on it, it's not bad.
I'm not sure I've ever heard you apologize for a take before, quite like that.
Well, I realized very quickly. There was like, I could see all the health food freaks coming after me.
Oh, golly, man.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
These people that talk about pressure's part of life. How many of you go to work every day and there's 11,000 people screaming at you while you're trying to fill out that form? I mean, give me a break. Go to work tomorrow and let's bring 11,000 people with you to scream at you and say, Doug, you're not any good. You're great Monday through Thursday, but on Friday, you're always terrible. I mean, let's see how you do that day. Come on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to
the show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Darius A. Cup's world, baby. And the great thing is we get a chance to watch him again tomorrow.
So what do we expect tomorrow? I just would expect A-Cup to come out and play like he plays, and I don't expect him to score 50, but probably come out and score 25 and have 6 assists or something like that. And that's just like you expect that because it's become routine for him. But I do wonder, in everyone, there is a human element. And not just for him, but for the whole team. For him personally, coming off a game like that, a draining game, and you can you play any better than he played? So what's the next game out look like for you? And then overall for the team, just having spent all that energy, all that emotion, and a pretty quick turnaround. You got to go back and be ready to go so that game doesn't get you twice.
Well, that was one of those games Wednesday night that we'll talk about forever. But it was, in a sense, it's a one-off. I mean, you're not going to see a game like that every time you turn on the television. That's what made it so great. Tomorrow, you got to win this basketball game. I mean, you got to win this game. You've got 5 games left, and you're going to play Missouri twice over the last 5, and the last one's going to be up at their place. And the 2 road games you've got remaining are both on Saturday. It's tough to win in somebody else's arena on Saturday. It just is. And Arkansas's got Missouri here tomorrow. And to me, whether it's Acuff, whoever it is, I suspect it will be in large part Acuff. But you got to win this ball game tomorrow. Tomorrow's not about if it takes 49 to win, you score 49. But I don't think it's going to take 49 on either side to win tomorrow from one individual anyway.
Yeah. So here's the rest of the schedule. Missouri, is it 3 or 3:30?
It's 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, Bud Walton. A&M Wednesday night at 8 o'clock at Bud Walton. On the road at Florida next Saturday at 7:30 in the evening. That seems just like a massive task, but it's a long way away. Texas comes to Fayetteville the following Wednesday, and then you wrap up with a Missouri game on the road, as you mentioned earlier. That's the rest of the remaining regular season schedule.
So you better win tomorrow. Tomorrow's important. I know people wonder now, and with good reason, is anybody going to catch Florida? I don't know if that's going to happen or not. It'd be great to win the SEC. It'd be great to win the tournament. But I just kind of view it right now as, particularly with, the news now that Carter's had surgery, and at least for the time being, you're not going to have him. You gotta know what your rotation's going to look like. You got to get Seeley back. And to me, more than anything, winning games over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, win these games. Set yourself up for the NCAA tournament.
Normally, we'd go somewhere around the country, and in days gone by, we'd bring in an expert. And we would say, hey, man, break this down for us. So Arkansas's got 5 games left. What's really at stake here? We know the conference regular season championship could be in play. Maybe it's really not, because it's up to Florida right now. It's kind of in there. They control their own destiny. But that's one thing we could all say, oh, that's there. We kind of can just watch the standings and know what's going to happen. It takes a bit deeper analysis to say, what do these next 5 games mean for your seeding in the NCAA tournament? And rather than go around the country, or to you, who calls all the games, we want to go to the expert right here in the Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. Perched over there in a chair made for a king. Bart Pullman, everyone. Good morning, wow. Bart. Here's Bart. Here he is. He's back. Morning, he's back for another day. Yeah. He is. By the way, we got Olympic updates. The curling team. I don't want to take your chair away from you, but the curling team, the women's curling team, is playing in the semifinals right now
as we speak.
Yeah. This is to go to the gold medal.
We'll bring it,
and we'll update that until we have to leave today. We'll be all over it.
Yeah.
But right. What do these last 5 games mean for the Razorbacks?
Well, the good thing is that unlike previous years, especially maybe in recent past, there's no debating Arkansas's bona fides as an NCAA tournament team. The Razorbacks are going to be in the NCAA tournament. They will be an at-large team without a doubt, unless they win the SEC tournament, of course. So they're going to be in. You don't have to worry about that. There's no sweating it to the finish line this year. That's a great place to be for starters. As far as what these games can do for the seeding, well, quite a bit, because Arkansas has a schedule that features a lot of teams that are in the mix for tournament berths themselves, and they're going to play some quad 1 games down the stretch. Right, off the top of my head, I don't have the net rankings pulled up in front of me. The Florida game, obviously at Florida, that's going to be a quad 1A game. Missouri on the road, likely to be a quad 1 game. Texas A&M at home, Texas at home. Those are going to be borderline games in terms of whether or not they're quad 1. Missouri at home is going to be a quad 2 game. But you have a chance to really pad your resume. Arkansas's resume is already plenty good. They did a seating exercise at NCAA headquarters yesterday with a bunch of media folks. I don't know why I wasn't invited to that, but they did this exercise.
You got to get on the list.
They did this exercise, and they had Arkansas as a 4 seed, which I think is probably a little low in terms of what ultimately will happen. Now, look, they got to go out and they got to win games. I see the Razorbacks as having a resume good enough to be a 3 seed at this point. We'll see. You really need to get to that 3 seed to get a close to home game in the first round of the tournament. Oklahoma City, St. Louis. If you want one of those, now it depends on where everybody else is seated as well, but that gives you a chance at least. So there is a lot to play for down the stretch in terms of improving their resume, but it also depends on what other teams do that Arkansas is fighting with for these seed lines. Like Alabama is one of those teams, for example, in the mix. Vanderbilt, what's Vandy do down the stretch? So there's a lot to pay attention to. It starts tomorrow against Missouri. I feel like this is a great matchup for Arkansas, a really bad matchup for Missouri, just in terms of the way these teams are built and structured and how they play. Missouri turns the ball over a lot and does not force a lot of turnovers. They also do not defend the 3 well at all. And if you foul them, they are one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the country. So the key for Arkansas, of course, if they're going to have a limited number of guys who can go, you got to play smart defensively. Like Malik Thomas can't just grab a guy's jersey out on the perimeter or whatever, or commit a cheap touch foul or anything like that. You got to play smart defensively. Obviously, I think you'll get the benefit of the doubt at home a little bit more, unless Doug Shows happens to be in Fayetteville tomorrow. If he is, I don't think I'll be the only one who will. This
is like a Tim Brando answer.
I make my share of mistakes.
I mean, this is everything you ever wanted to know about the remaining 5 games. I was just wondering how you thought it impacted their NCAA seeding. It's awesome. I was trying to leave something for Chuck.
No,
then we were going to go to Chuck.
I was tuned out. I mean, he's covering everything. There's no reason for me to even pay attention.
I mean, that's everything.
I will say.
That was a podcast squeezed into like 5 minutes. Play the fight song.
Yes.
I mean, the only thing left to do now is play the damn games.
I apologize.
No, that's the sort of breakdown that people crave.
That's like, if you're gonna do that, we got to put it behind a paywall.
They're 18th in the net,
stuff.
by the way. They're 18th in the net, 6 and 7 against Quad 1. Yeah. That's where they are right now.
We used to have Tim Brando on the old show. I love Timmy B.
Yeah.
But
filibuster.
The question would be, Bo, how many questions do you think you're going to get in this interview? And it was always somewhere over a 10-minute period of 2 to 3. And the first one was like the opener, like bringing them on. Like if that counted, you might get to 3. But after that, it was like, and you just had no idea where it was going.
Well, it was an open-ended question. When you say, Bart, what does it all mean? I mean, it could go anywhere. It could go anywhere. And it could last any length of time.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
It either means nothing or it could mean everything.
I apologize to everybody.
No, there's no reason to apologize.
He was a pilot that wasn't sure which airport land at. Do you want me to land at Drake? Do you want me to go to Springdale? Do you want me to go to X&A?
Circle all of them.
Like, I could hit that one. I could land it right here. No, let's just keep going. Well, now we'll go to the next airport. He's
nothing
going.
if not thorough. Nothing.
Oh. The Texas A&M and Missouri games as it stands right, Missouri at home games as it stands right now will be quad 2 games.
Yep.
Missouri on the road, Florida on the road are quad 1 games.
What does it all mean?
What does all that mean?
I mean, so you think that going back to where we were about a half an hour ago when you started, do you think they're going to be a 3?
Yeah, what are we going to be? A 3, a 4,
like
or
if you
5?
had to call it today, like if we put money on it, like you win $100.
No
if
analysis,
you get it right,
just make the call. We don't need the setup, just the answer.
Yeah. What will the seed be?
3.
Wow. Okay, moving to it.
Big. Do it.
It's 8:13. Good morning. Chuck and Bo.
There are a lot of stupid people in the world, man. I think you underestimate the number of stupid people out there.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorbacks. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mangarelli are the real deal, two of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes. And now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye, and you will be too.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea.
And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Alyssa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand? It's driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
If you listen closely, you can actually hear society crumbling.
You can.
If you listen closely.
You can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Today's National Leadership Day. It's National Comfy Day. I don't know how this has its own day, but if you like this kind of thing, it's National Tartar Sauce Day.
Well,
I like tartar
it's
sauce.
It's the first Friday of Lent.
I kind of figured
so that's
there
where
we
it
go.
plays.
I kind of figured that.
I'm in on tartar sauce.
A lot of people eating
I
fish
like
today.
Tartar sauce is
yeah.
good.
And then it's National Love Your Pet Day. So nobody loves a pet like my daughter Lennox. I mean, she's asked for more pets in the last 5 years than she has, I don't know, Lululemon. I mean, like, if there's no pet she doesn't love. And if you say no to one, she'll just find another one that she can ask for. And so my son, Ty, is taking her to school right now. I called them because I needed to ask her something. And I hear in the background Chuck's voice booming about Chevy of Fayetteville as she answers the phone.
That's funny.
And so Ty's making her listen to the show this morning. So Lennox,
It's her first time.
Yeah, it probably is. And I just want to.
This is what Dad does every day.
Right. It's like, see, I told you.
We pay for that car.
I told exactly. And that's why I can't take you to school. She never believed why I couldn't really take her to school in the mornings because I'm doing the show. So when you go to school today, I just got one thing for you, Lennox. Besides, I love you and have a great day. Stay in class. Don't be wandering the hallways. I don't want to hear from Coach Stamps today, the basketball coach.
That's where the trouble begins.
Saw your daughter again in the hallway.
Standing on the corner.
Yeah, that stuff will get you in trouble.
All right, everybody sitting up. Everybody feet on the floor.
Chad
right.
Morris. Chad Morris had it right. He knows how to do the high school thing.
You got to have both feet on the floor.
We didn't get – Chad Morris was used to being a hall monitor.
He didn't have the study hall. He didn't have study hall on his schedule. He would just have a sword.
Exactly.
That's what Clemson is getting this year.
Driver's ed, you know.
Part of my normal.
Used to, the coaches taught driver's ed.
I'm proud of both of you kiddos. Y'all have a great day. She knows who Chuck is and recognizes his voice.
Hey.
That's from Ty.
I've made it.
Chuck. Hey, Lennox, by the way, we've never had this conversation, but Chuck is on your emergency contact list. So
you're in trouble.
If you
Uncle
ever come
Chuck.
out and you know, there's this like bald guy and he speaks with a loud booming voice and he says, "Go Hogs, get in the truck." That's Chuck. That's Uncle Chuck.
It'll be just like that. It'll be just like that.
Touchdown, Arkansas.
Go Hogs, get in the truck.
Yeah. That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. We'll come up with a safe word. We need a safe word.
God.
That's
so bad.
Darius Acuff Jr.
Yeah,
that's your
right.
safe word.
Oh,
have a great day. Yeah, kids going to school all over the place today. Hey, look, if your kid's going to school today, congratulations. It's Friday. You know, some of them are trying to get out of it. So, you know, we just got to keep them in there on a Friday. Bart, you're particular chippy today. You came in with that vintage Razorback jacket on.
Yeah, I did.
That is a nice one.
Yeah.
It's a 94. No, he's got the 94 like Nolan windbreaker.
I'll go get it in the break and
But underneath that, he's got some newer Arkansas stuff on. But he's like,
but it's retro new.
You're
it
going
like has the old school look.
I like that vibe.
But it has the Nike swoosh.
You're going to the softball game, aren't you?
Of course I am.
You gonna go to the baseball game after that?
No, softball has a doubleheader.
It's a long afternoon.
It's going to be a perfect
If it starts
afternoon.
at 1:30. 1:30. I'm sorry, and they play 2. How long will you be there?
Probably
Bogle
about
Park.
5 hours.
Okay.
total.
5 hours at Bogle Park.
If that. I mean,
Yeah.
it just depends.
Okay.
Are you tailgating?
Yeah, I was going to
No,
ask that too.
no.
No, you're just going to go straight in.
Yeah.
When is the first tailgate at your spot?
To be determined.
Okay.
To
All
be
right.
determined.
You want to stop by and have lunch with Lennox? She's just down the street at Fayetteville High School. You go down and have lunch with all the friends and you
Go Hogs! Get in the truck.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah.
They'll throw you out of the school. You'll be off the emergency contact list. That was a horrible thing I said. But I was actually just that's a cry for help.
Yeah, well, it was an attempt at humor that turned creepy.
It went
Sometimes it'll happen.
Sometimes it'll happen.
It went real
Yeah,
south.
we got to think that through a little bit better next time. So Bart will be right down the street, sweetheart. If you need anything, your whole family's around today.
We're all looking
What do you
out
do?
for her.
What do you do before the softball game?
I mean, today probably just going to go eat lunch. And
I mean, come on, it's opening day. You're not going to go have like a flight, down the street at, right up the road at Foghorns, or have a real good lunch at Walk-Ons.
No, I'll have those at the game.
And watch some. I mean, here, Edward's getting the mood going, right?
Yeah.
This is. Does this get you going, Chuck?
Yeah, it's okay. I like something with a little more beat,
Yeah, I don't know what this version is.
Something that's a little more hard driving, maybe, than that.
This is awful.
I didn't mean, is this how you like to wake up and get rolling in the morning? I meant like ballpark.
This is not. I like a little more peppy version.
This was the #1 search result on YouTube for "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" instrumental.
That's tough.
It's lame.
Are they on kazoos?
Yeah.
We got some fans.
Hey!
Opening day.
Make some noise.
Opening day.
This is baseball.
Yeah, it is. This is softball.
This is softball.
This is opening day. All right, Jackson flipping. Hey,
He's
Jack.
got a message for Bart.
Jack, you were on the Chuck, Bo, and Bart show.
Hey, guys. Love your show. Just wanted to give a shout-out to Bart. I know you guys give him a hard time, and part of it's because you love him. But,
we kid because
hey,
we
Bart,
love, yes.
Hey, Bart, I love the information, the Razorback information you give us. It just keeps us informed, and keep it coming, and keep being the best Bart you can be. I remember back when you
Jack?
Amen,
you
Jack.
professed your love for Taylor Swift music, and you caught a lot of hell over it, but don't give in to that, Bart. You just be the best Bart you can be.
That's right. That's good.
That's
Jack,
good advice.
Jack, can you
Thank you,
call?
Jack.
Would you mind? We could do an appointment every week. Bart could use that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Friday
I'd
mornings.
be glad to.
Friday mornings about this time. Just to check in on Bart. Just a reminder, Bart, you're valuable. Yeah. Bart, you matter.
Yes, sir.
Bart, you are not Doug Schals.
And doggone
you
it,
are
people like me.
And you are important.
Well,
Bart is very important.
Yes. In spite of the stuff that he mentioned, in spite of all that, you just keep being you.
Yeah.
The best you can be. Boy, that's
Bart's
good stuff.
the man.
That's good stuff.
Thank you, Bart.
Right.
Thank you, Jack. That's
Appreciate
good.
you, man. Have a great weekend.
I almost said thank you, Bart. I should have said that. That's how we ought to begin every show with thank you, Bart.
You can't.
Thank you, Bart.
When in doubt of what to say,
Yes.
just thank Bart.
Thank you, Bart.
Just thank Bart.
Okay.
Catch Chuck and Bo.
All right, that'll do.
Catch Chuck and Bo on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park, wherever you get podcasts or on YouTube.
And Fayetteville Auto Park's got to go. They're ready for a big weekend. I can tell you that. They're always ready for a great weekend at Fayetteville Auto Park. And, the thing that I love about them, when I go buy an automobile, and I don't do it every day, but when I do, I want a big selection. I want a lot to choose from, and Fayetteville Auto Park always gives you that. They've got great brands, Honda, Acura, Chevy, Toyota, a pre-owned selection that is unrivaled, not just around here but anywhere. And the way they treat you before, during, after the sale, that's what's kept them around so long, and that's what's going to keep you coming back. They've been in business for over 25 years. You don't stay in business that long without treating your customers well. It's your one-stop automobile headquarters, and you can log on to FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Do you have more opinions today? Do you have more things that we haven't gotten to?
Hell yeah, brother.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we're going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
One of my things right now, why am I still going? I can't leave this profession like it is and then walk away because my son's in this profession. There are young coaches in this profession. And so I'm looking at this saying, we got to be part of this solution before we walk away from this. And that's part of my purpose now. Why is he speaking out about this? I want the kids to make money. I always have. I've been one of those coaches that said they should have a right to their name, image, and likeness. It's theirs. They should be able to sell it. Because we wouldn't respond that way, because of the arrogance, because of the way where you're worried about the organization instead of the kids, we're where we are right now. Now, free agency, NIL, tampering, offering, all this stuff, instead of you come with me because I can make a difference in your life. We can work together. I'm not telling you I have a magic wand, but what I'm telling you is these kids, look what they've done, where they've gone, and they were sitting where you were. So we have a history of doing it, but I can't do it for you. But I've always been about the kids getting money. I've been that way. But now where we are, no guardrails, no rules. They'll make rules to certain people now. We'll go back to, things. They're paying a quarterback $6-7 million. How? I mean, I don't understand under what we're doing how you do that. I don't care that they do it, but just explain to us how we're to do this.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment, backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, I just want to say we need to appreciate Bart a little more because Bart know what the hell he's talking about. Boy, you bad, boy.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You know, it was going to be the summer of Bart. Then it became the fall of Bart. Then it became the winter of Bart. And now we're virtually at the doorstep of the spring of Bart.
No.
It's the year of Bart.
Oh, yeah.
The decade, really.
Listen, we've spent
It's the Bart era.
It's been 48 hours of Darius Haycoff, and that's about all Bart can take. It's back to Bart.
That's right.
But seriously,
he scores 49 every game. I mean, it's the equivalent of a 49-point outing every show.
Outside of maybe Pat McAfee. Nobody's seen a more meteoric rise in their career than you have in the last year and a half.
Ridiculous.
I mean, it's not.
No, it's not
It's
ridiculous.
not. People ask me about you every day. In fact, we're fielding calls now off air
Newcomer
of
of the year.
people that are asking you to do research projects.
I know, that was
like,
the best.
Like, and they're the kind of projects that a professor at a school, like at a major university,
it's like you've been
would have a
commissioned
whole
almost.
class
You've been
working on for a
commissioned.
year.
Happy to do it. Contact my agent for my rate.
AI Bart.
It's a bargain. It's a bargain. Now, did you hear that? Went fast.
Oh,
didn't it?
yeah.
Went from meteoric
Oh,
rise
yeah.
to call my agent.
Well, I don't know about that, but if you do have questions, I do have an agent, and that would be the route to go.
I don't have an agent, but I'll give you my
one's
rate.
coming. Believe me, they're going to be calling you.
Pretty soon, Bart's going to be pumping his own website. We'll have lost all control. Once the toothpaste is out of the tube.
That's ridiculous.
We're going to be doing the Chuck and Bo show. Meanwhile, Bart's going to have his analysis of the Chuck and Bo show program going at once. It's going to be like the Bartcast.
A second screen.
It's going to be like the Bartcast in the middle of the Chuck and Bo show.
God almighty.
The Bartcast.
Vic Schaefer. He was in town last night.
Who was?
Vic Schaefer.
Yes.
Yeah, Texas coach.
And he was not going to cover that 32.5 point spread. You have action on that, Bart?
Did not.
Did you not?
You had the
They won by
Razorback
31.
women plus
You won.
32.
You won.
If you had the Razorback women in the points plus 32 last night, you won.
You're a winner.
Man.
You're a winner, Oaklawn Sports.
As opposed to that,
Download the
what
app.
was the game you had working? Vermont, and Maryland, Baltimore
No,
County?
that was not on my ticket last night.
What was on your ticket?
Well,
oh, good God.
What shameful games were on your
my
ticket last
gosh.
night?
Well, I had William and Mary at Campbell,
this is revealing.
William and Mary.
One more time. Who?
William and Mary, the tribe. They were at Campbell. The Camels.
The Camels. The tribe at the Camels.
The Camels got a game-winning layup against the worst defense that I've ever seen.
Did
in
you
that
win?
Sort of situation.
Did you win?
He has details on the game.
Oh, I know.
Like some degenerates, they just
He
bet
came
the-
over and showed the video.
He'll tell you what happened in the game.
yeah.
I have not yet tracked down of what happened in the UC Santa Barbara Cal State Northridge game, but I had Santa Barbara and Northridge won by 2, so I don't know what happened.
So you
there.
lost that one?
I lost that one as well.
Wow.
Won the rest.
Can I this is a serious question, just for a second. Could we go into a quick conversation?
Sure.
Let's
talk about you, Bart.
Like, so at what
I'm
point?
already uncomfortable.
At what point in the day, any given day, do you say, tonight I need to get some action. I need to feel the
And by
rush.
action.
And by action, I mean I got to find a game to bet on.
I got to win a game. I need a
and
W.
I am going into there's how many college basketball teams? 350?
5,600.
And the great thing for Bart is, like, whenever he gets that urge comes along, he knows there's a game somewhere that he can bet on.
No,
and he's going to go and he's
That's
going to
not the
look and he's
process.
going to. Okay, that's
That's
where.
not
What
the-
is
that's
the?
not the-
First
that's
of
not
all,
the
where does the
process.
feeling come from? Do you know what the trigger is? Secondly, what is the process?
What triggers
after
you, Bart?
You get the trigger.
Is this a dopamine kind of
almighty.
thing? What's the deal? Which game were you
Good
wondering about, by the
grief.
way?
It was Cal State Northridge and
Santa Barbara?
Santa Barbara.
Northridge by a bucket
Right.
in overtime.
And he's
I guess you
wondering
knew
what
that,
he just
though.
didn't know what
Right,
happened.
I didn't know what happened.
wants-
I didn't know what
Oh,
happened.
I'm
He
sorry.
wanted the details.
I wanted to see it.
Well, let me see if I
I
can
want to
find
see the
that for you
video.
here. Well, Josiah Davis put up 31 points.
there you go.
Tallied a double-double. Did you have him on a prop bet?
I did not.
I mean, I
Golly.
was just curious.
You guys are brutal.
He hedged it. He hedged
No.
it. He had him with a double-double. I broke even.
No.
How do you find these games?
I look at the list of games. I look at some analytics. I see what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. Some days there's nothing that makes sense. Some days there's a lot that doesn't make sense. And I just kind of mix and match, and sometimes something stands out, and I'm like, hey, like the Tulane game, for example, Tulane in North Texas. There was no reason Tulane should have been a 9.5 point underdog in
No
that game.
way.
They
No way.
won the game by 8, I think.
Oh my gosh.
And so, like, it was just a bad line. And
To
so
the ends of the earth, man.
I took advantage of it.
To the ends of the earth. You are incredible.
Do you want to know how this game ended?
But like, this is not like a daily routine or anything. It's just when something stands out.
triggers you.
When something stands out.
I need some action.
Some guy named Grady Lewis, who only scored 4 points in this game, by the way, Bart, hit a shot at the end of what's described at ESPN.com as a frenetic two-play sequence, scored a bucket for the Matadors, sent it into overtime, and then they scored the first basket of overtime and never trailed again. So there you have it. That's what it said right there.
Yeah.
Frenetic. Two-play sequence.
That's a game right there. All right, what do we have this weekend? We got doubleheader softball today. We got baseball this afternoon.
Softball doubleheaders all weekend. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Do you get 2 for the price of 1 on those? You got to leave, come back.
They don't clear the ballpark.
No,
out,
not for these. I don't believe they typically have not.
Okay,
unless something's changed.
Who are they playing?
Southeast Missouri State and Northwestern.
So there's multiple teams here.
Well, I believe it's just Arkansas is just going to play those 2 teams all weekend.
Yeah.
So it's 3 teams.
I think
round robin situation.
There might be another team. I can't.
Yeah. Well,
Could you find that out?
Yeah.
Maybe before the end of the show.
There's got to be another team involved.
Well, there's got to be. Yeah, you would think.
It's not as important to me as it is Chuck. Xavier and the Musketeers, they're in town.
Yeah.
They're playing just a regular old 3-game series, right, at Baum Walker.
Regular old.
And that starts today at 3. What time's the game tomorrow? Does anybody know that?
Ooh, I don't know.
2 o'clock
They're
tomorrow.
playing at noon Sunday.
Riley, you said 2 o'clock tomorrow, Riley?
You going, Riley?
No, but I have to work, so.
Oh.
1 o'clock Saturday.
Yeah.
1 o'clock tomorrow.
Hey, that pesky job always gets in the way. 1 o'clock tomorrow. There you go.
Baseball 1 o'clock tomorrow at noon on Sunday. High noon.
Okay, so that's the and then 3 o'clock basketball tomorrow.
Yes.
And then do we have any big college basketball games that impact anything that we're paying attention to this weekend?
Well, there's a huge game. Michigan and Duke play on Saturday. I believe that's a 6:30 game. Tennessee and Vanderbilt play in Nashville as well. That's one worth Arizona and Houston as well. That's noon.
Look at this. Edwards now producing for Bart.
Edwards,
he's producing for Bart.
Edwards
this is
on
awesome.
Bart's payroll, too.
You got your own producer now. This is incredible.
I'm auditioning to be the agent. I want some of those fees.
Well, there's a lot that comes with that. Just so you know.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah.
There is an opportunity.
Got mouths to feed.
They're everywhere.
Iowa State BYU, another game of interest. Another good basketball game.
Who's that?
Iowa State BYU, another ranked matchup.
Okay.
That's the nightcap. 9:30 start time in Provo.
Wow. It's kind of late.
Yeah. Are you coming to the engagement party tomorrow night?
I didn't know anything about it.
You got an invite.
Oh, yeah. No. Got a basketball game.
It'll be after that.
Well, but I thought it was going to be a later game.
I just waited till the very last minute to put the pressure on.
I'd forgotten all about it, if you want to know the truth.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll come by.
We got a petting zoo. There's animal balloons
somebody help me
and
get a
face
present
painting.
today? Can somebody help me pick
no
up a
present
present?
necessary. Your presence is all that's required.
I forgot about
It's
that.
all that. Well, I mean, hey, Hey, by the way, Chuck, I want you to tell us about Pascal because before we hit this break, I've noticed the last 2 or 3 days we've had to go through this thing where you turn your heat back on, or you turn your heat back off, or your AC was on a few days ago. I mean, it got up into the 70s the other day.
I know, and for example, Edward walks into the studio here this morning. It's like 43 degrees inside the studio, and the air conditioner's like going full blast. But it got cold overnight. And sometimes, particularly this time of year, you do need to make sure everything's running right because you're going to need your heater and you're going to need your AC, and sometimes you're going to need them on the same day. And that's where Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric comes in. They give you the peace of mind of knowing that whatever the situation is, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, or whether it's happening in a hurry, your system's going to be ready to handle it all. And, we talk about the heating and cooling, but there's also plumbing. There's also electric. They do it all.
They keep your home running smoothly. They give you the peace of mind that every homeowner wants to have. They've been doing it a long time, too, over 50 years if you're in Northwest Arkansas. And if you can hear me, if they're not in your town, they're coming. And you can schedule your appointment and log on to GoPaschal.com.
We go back to the Winter Olympics, the U.S. women's curling team in the semifinals trying to make the gold medal. We're all on the edge of our chair. What's the update? We'll give it to you next. I mean, look, this is what we do. We heal the hurting. We touch the hearts. We talk about the things that matter to people.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the perfect light beer to kick off the new year? Flight by Yingling raises the bar for light beer. With just 95 calories, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a Yingling, but it's a light beer. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask your bartender and take your beer game to new heights. It's perfect for the holidays or watching a game. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more, they carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. And every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. But when it comes to selection, amazing prices, and unbeatable customer service, Macadoodles and Guess Who in Bentonville is second to none. Wine, beer, and spirits. Stock up for your next party, or just stop by and grab your favorite. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville. When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age, with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnumcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hold on, guys. I'm on the Chuck and Bo Show. Hold on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit GoPaschal.com today to schedule your service. And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
I'm right. No, Arthur. I'm right. I am right. Go look at it. Go look it up. Do the research and then come back.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I love to watch or listen to Arthur go at it.
Bart in the break was as good as he's been all day.
Really?
And
he was.
It led us to talking about
play-by-play on the curling.
Recording during the breaks. And we're going to start bringing you behind the scenes of Chuck and Bo. Because sometimes it's,
it's the best part of the show.
It's better than the things that are on the air.
No question.
And we're brought to you in part by Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Bart's got an Olympic update. He's also got other things to say about what's happening at the Olympics. But we are in a semifinal game here. I want to just tell you real quick. When people do what they say they're going to do, and it's a service being provided for you, I don't know if there's anything more valuable other than the job being done right. But when you can count on the job being done right, the price is exactly what they said, and it gets done when they said they were going to do it, that's the kind of people you want to deal with, and that's what you get with Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Construction projects, any roof that you have or need, they can get it done. They do cabinets as well. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. I've known these guys for a long time, and you can count on them and their work. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They're built on quality and powered by teamwork. Kind of like the curling team. The women's curling team in the Olympics fighting their tails off to get to the gold medal match. Bart, what is the update? We're playing the Swiss.
Yeah, there's not a great throw right there by the United States team in the eighth end of 10.
Oh, no.
The Swiss lead 4-3. They currently have the hammer, meaning they
get
go
the last one.
They go
last stone of the end.
It's not a great start to the end here for the American team. We'll see what happens.
Is it
over?
over?
No, it's not. It's far from over.
A lot of curling left, Chuck.
The Swiss team just let the stone go. They're going to try to take care of a blocking stone that the Americans had set up, and they successfully
Is this like
did
shuffleboard?
Yeah,
very much
on
so.
ice.
All right.
But
Shuffleboard on ice.
You can't.
Yeah, she knows she threw a good stone there.
What do they call the regular shuffleboard at the retirement home? Is it a puck? Is that what you're pushing?
Sure.
A disc? I don't know.
The thing.
That you can't curl that sucker. You can't bend it like a golf shot. Like
Right.
you can bend the stone on the ice around the other stones, like you're hitting a draw or a fade.
Wow.
That's what the sweepers do.
Remarkable.
So basically, what those brooms are doing, it's melting the ice with friction and causes the stone to move at different speeds.
Is there anything you don't know, Bart? I mean, seriously, is there anything you don't know?
Plenty I don't know.
That's true, though.
Plenty I don't know.
Well, you're a well-studied young man.
Well,
No, I
really.
meant it as a complete compliment.
Absolutely.
I mean, is there anything you don't know?
But so last night, Chuck, they went to the match just to get into the semifinals. And the U.S. had an insurmountable 3-stone lead on Switzerland.
Insurmountable.
And apparently it wasn't insurmountable because Switzerland got
surmounted
3
it.
points on the last throw with the hammer to go to overtime. And I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm in bed, and I was just, as an American, I was sick to my stomach. And I thought, well, that's it. They've got all the momentum. And our girls just came back and won it.
Wow.
And now they're back on the line again today.
What's the score now, Bart? Still
well,
4-3?
the score doesn't change until the end of the end.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's about the stone that is closest to the target is a point, and then any stones that you have that are inside the closest opposing team's stone is a point
when
as
you
well.
put it like that.
I mean, it's chess. It's a lot of chess. And what do you think's going to happen here? I mean, we can't, really spend any more time on this. But
I just wish we had a camera
we got
on
2
Edward's
minutes.
face. All
We got 2
the
minutes.
the facial expressions from
that's
Edward. would
a
tell
really
the story.
nice throw by the Americans right there. Really nice.
Oh, Edward's
Edward's getting excited.
Edward, USA.
Sterling, take us to the weekend. Go ahead. Sterling and Center Ridge. Good morning.
Hey guys, I just tuned in. I tuned in on YouTube here at work, and it says Mount Rushmore. I don't know if y'all really talked about that or not.
We did earlier.
Finish it off.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, if you're talking about the whole basketball program, and to me it has to be Nolan and Eddie, Moncrief and Corliss would be the 4 I would go with.
Couple coaches in there. Okay, that's fair. Oh, I mean, do you put Cal in there if you're going coaches?
Well, not yet. I mean,
Could you add
he's a legend.
Could you add another one?
Yeah.
To the Mount Rushmore.
could-
Could you carve out a 5th spot?
Yeah, for this one right here you can, but not for the real one.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but I'm just saying that for this one,
I'd say Cal's got a spot waiting.
Yeah, I'd say Cal's got a spot waiting.
Yeah, once he gets done, but not yet.
Okay.
But when he's done, I'm sure he'll deserve to be up there.
All
Guys
right.
have a great one.
Hey, you have a great
Thank you,
weekend, man. I'm
Sterling.
glad you called. It's always good to hear your voice. Bart, what are you guys
Yeah, what
losing
just
your
happened?
minds
You guys
about
were
over
laughing
there?
over there. What's the story?
They cut to a crowd shot, and there was a guy clapping with what appeared to be oven mitts on.
What's cold in there?
And it was just a really fun. Like everybody else is clapping with like normal hands.
He had
and this
2
guy had
giant yellow oven mitts on, clapping in the audience in the cutaway. It was just really
It
jarring.
looked like you got
It
to
was
see.
funny.
It's something
Are there
you
a
have to
lot of
see.
people there? Are there a lot of
It
people?
looks
seems to be
like
a
it,
packed
yeah.
house. Yeah.
Really? Wow. Tough ticket.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's sweeping the nation.
Sweeping. No pun intended.
At all.
Wow.
All right, big weekend. We got a
Huge.
big. Well, that means we'll have a lot to talk about on Monday.
The Olympics end this weekend? Do they wrap up?
27th, I think, is the last day.
Yeah, I think we- I got- I think we got-
22nd.
another
No, I
week?
think it's Sunday. Is it Sunday?
Yeah, maybe
I think
so.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh, we're coming.
Yeah.
So we'll have that to talk about.
Okay.
Have a great weekend. Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You got it all at Fayetteville Auto Parts.